It's Friday, July 31st, 2026. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A fabulous Friday, fantastical Friday. My God, there's another pay-per-view this weekend Friday. Two of them, in fact. Two of them. But we're here, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about everything else because we are the show that doesn't hold back when it comes to covering wrestling, insofar that we are even going to have a guest today. Just for you people, allegedly, we're going to have a guest. Will they show up? We'll find out at 10:30 because Jonathan Gresham is scheduled to join us in about 20 minutes time. But Jeremy Lambert is here. He is the only daily wrestling morning show host that covers more than WWE. How you doing, pal?
I'm well. Joey Janela did message me yesterday. He apologized. He said he wasn't feeling well, so
fair.
Could be working, brother, but he said he wasn't feeling well, and hopefully we'll have him on next week.
He had some of that Taco Bell gimmick, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Wasn't feeling so great. I understand.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have him on next week. Effie, I think I promoted Effie yesterday. Effie's actually on a plane, and schedules and times got mixed up on that one, so Effie will not be here today. Allegedly, Jonathan Gresham's going to be here at 10:30. Allegedly.
The weight of the world is on Jonathan Gresham for today.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, listen, if you see the man...
We might go 0 for 3.
Yeah. No, but if you listen, that man has very broad shoulders. He's a very strong gentleman. So if there's anyone who could actually, be the one who carries the weight, it would be Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah. I like Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham was one of the first guests on this channel, actually, when it got rebranded. I did a thing with Jonathan Gresham where we rewatched one of his matches, and he broke it down. That's still somewhere on this channel. People can search for it and find it. But that might have been legitimately one of the first distraction things on this channel, and the first kind of interview on this channel. I think I may have done some other interviews before that, but that was kind of a big deal at the time, and I kind of wish I'd kept up with it, but life changed at that time. The channel changed as well, and then I tried to do different things, and I was kind of in a bad spot, but we worked through it, and here we are today.
And we're glad you're still here. And we're glad to bring him back. Hopefully he shows up in about 20 minutes. I'll find out. We got enough to talk about this morning. So there was a live Collision last night. There was TNA for better or worse last night. And we'll, I guess, preview a little bit of SummerSlam and SmackDown tonight. Who could possibly care? Because, it's a go-home show. So what are you going to get Carmelo Hayes explain why he's facing Baron Corbin? Because they made the match after the, camera stopped rolling on Friday. So we got to, figure that out, and then Baron Corbin's going to come out and say, I get a match because I'm Baron Corbin, dumbass. Love Tom Pasek, really do. I have zero expectation for the booking of this quote-unquote feud. But here we are. We'll do that and plenty more, because there's always what to talk about here on this show. We're here until about noon, as we are every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. So come and join us, would you? Alert, next Monday is Main Channel Monday. So it's another month starting. We'll be on Main. I think it's me and SB3, right?
Yeah, I'm allegedly taking the majority of next week off. I don't know how much I will actually be taking next week off, but I will allegedly be taking next week off. At least Monday and Tuesday are kind of guarantees. Tuesday for sure. Monday might be hey, I'll stop in for 10 minutes. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday could be okay, I might stop in for an hour or so. But otherwise, yeah, next week I am taking off.
All right. Well, we'll be here on Main on Monday, myself and definitely SB3 and maybe Jeremy, but we'll talk about SummerSlam probably. And there's so much else that we're going to be talking about because the weekend is pretty devoid of other events. Again, Collision was last night and it was live. So that's typically what happens when there is a big WWE PLE on a Saturday, Sunday. It's AEW decides to run their Collision show on a different night. So that'll be that. And for everyone else, go ahead, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't already, what's wrong with you? I bring you fireworks Every day we bring you fireworks just for your love. So show us some love with a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's plenty of content. We dropped our interview with Lady Frost earlier this week. It's a really fun one. We basically got her to say that she wants to have a deep freezer death match, effectively.
Yes.
Yeah, she wants to put people in deep freezers and lock them in, and they will inevitably basically freeze to death. But I mean, that's pretty on brand for Lady Frost. So yeah, she's also a music fan, but don't ask her what music she's into beyond the type of music, because she doesn't know the names of artists. She's a lot like my wife like that, but she loves different types of music, different music than you'd even expect. So go ahead, check that out. It's a really fun interview. I'm not giving it justice. It was a very fun 25 minutes that we spent with I keep wanting to say Lady Frost, and I do say Lady Frost. So there we go. I was about to say
what do you mean? Oh,
I was about to say Lady Cross. I'm going to say Lady Frost. Wait, you interviewed Lady Frost. That's my favorite wrestler. Where is this? If you go to the videos tab, it was recorded. So it's not on the live tab. It's on the videos tab. So go check that out. It was kind of dropped without any expectation, but it was a fun interview. So go check it out. Your expectation should be high. All of our interviews are amazing, including this one and the one with Shotzi and all the other ones that we've dropped. The one with Tony, for example. Phenomenal interview. You get sleep-deprived Jeremy. You get starstruck SB3, and you get me asking for things. It works really well.
You get me teaching Tony Khan a thing or two about booking, because clearly he doesn't know anything.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Anyway, and you can donate a super chat any amount, get your question or your statement read on the air. Ken Bruno sends us a super chat this morning saying, "Morning, some important data for you. During Triple H's 19 minutes on WWE radio, he said what we do 9 times across the segment. He said our business or this business around 8 times. Well, it's just what he does, I guess.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
He only did. I knew it was like a short interview. 19 minutes.
He didn't say much.
No.
He gave you
doesn't say much at any time.
It's fair. He really does not like fans. It's amazing. It's incredible.
I don't know if he likes
wrestling. No, he doesn't. The guy who was such a wrestler just hates wrestling now. It's actually incredible. We should all aspire to be that level. We're all done with wrestling. I get it. We're all just over it. So good for Hunter for being on top and the best paid hating wrestling personality out there.
Wait, did I finally clip the "That's an Idea" soundbite? What was it? What was that in reference to?
Probably Tony. That's an idea. It's not a good idea. It's not my idea.
Yeah, what was Tony's reference in saying "that's an idea"? I assume it was something I said, something dumb that I said, but
wasn't it? It was, you were talking about Doomsday Cage match.
Oh, was it? It was. He said that's an opinion.
Oh, it was an opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you mean, Mikey? Is that's an opinion? Because that one I remember, but I don't remember "that's an idea." That's an idea. It actually make a whole lot of sense for this show. Like,
and Jules is saying, he said that. Well, that's certainly an opinion.
Yeah, that was a Doomsday Cage match. Yeah, I do need to clip that. I honestly need to use that as a drop on this show, and I just use it on myself the entire time, because I'm the one with the dumb opinions and dumb ideas on this show. So yeah, I just say use it on myself. That's an idea would have been a really good drop.
That's a good question. That's a good idea. That's an idea. You're never gonna get that at Tony, because that shows that he's given it thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. It was a good one though. Yeah, it was good.
Maybe not one that I would share, but it is.
And then maybe not one a lot of people would share, but that's yours.
It's yours, and that's all that matters. He was very much like, "Good boy, nice to see you. You're so sweet." That was the Chicagoan "bless your heart."
Which, fair enough. Like, out of all the things that Tony Khan has been like asked and everything, like, and talked about, 100% factual, no one has ever told him the Doomsday Cage match is their favorite match of all time. You will legitimately get that nowhere else. Nowhere else will you get that. Everybody will say, "Oh yeah, Okada and Omega, this Bryan Danielson match, that Bryan Danielson match, Will Ospreay, whatever." Everybody will name those as their favorite matches. No one will give Flair, Steamboat. I'm now trying to go more old school. No one will give you Doomsday Cage match when asking and talking to Tony. If they do, they stole it from me.
Matthew Hook's pointing out we should have pitched Ring of Hallucinations.
Yeah,
Jeremy
honestly
his own Ring of Hallucinations at that point.
Yeah, that's actually true. I didn't think about it, if I'm being honest. Like I did not think about Ring of Hallucinations during that. I don't have regrets about the interview because I was on 23-hour stream. I was on more than 24 hours of no sleep because it's not like I woke up at 5 and immediately jumped on to do the stream. So I don't have regrets. I mentioned it before. The one thing that I wanted to do was ask about how Shad felt about Jack Perry re-signing, and that's the only time he appeared on TV. And that was going to be my last question, but I don't want to keep him any longer. And I did, I did, when we were talking about press conferences and stuff at the beginning, and I know I said to him, I appreciate that you stick around and ask all the questions. I did want to be like, you're not a coward like other people who just don't even face the media anymore. I wish I would have stuck that in there. That's kind of mean, but I think it would have been a pop nonetheless on there. But I didn't think about it in the moment. My brain I was on such autopilot with things. My brain was not really spinning at that point. It was okay. What's there now? That's all you're getting out of me.
Oh, that's a good question. We should have asked what happened to Shaq. But I think
he's been asked that before. No, he's been asked that before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he has been asked that. But
yeah, he's been asked that before. So
right.
Again, that wasn't even something that I thought about either.
I saw Chris Hero walking along the laneway at Redemption, and he was fairly close to us. And I was thinking to myself, I really should have pulled him aside and pitched him on Ring of Hallucinations that night.
I should have pitched him on that. You should have said that Rachel Ellering's awesome. So she's fantastic. Yeah,
she rules. But it was not to be. He was working, and I get it. He was doing his job that night. How dare he? Right?
That sounds lame.
I know. Who would ever want to do their job? I can't scroll Gresham's Instagram fast enough. He posts all the time. Good for him. Like he's on top of things. I got it. Because I always try to find one really old thing. I'm still going. I'm at the beginning. I'm at July 5th, and I've been scrolling for 5 minutes. Ever since you started talking, I've been scrolling.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, shut up. You can't tell. I'm very good at looking at my camera directly and not the screen that's not here.
Yeah.
Now it's all black and white for them. Wow, he went into a whole black and white mode. He did a whole motif.
That was when he's in deathmatch phase. He's like, everything's got to be black and white, no color. The only color is in the deathmatch.
I guess. My God, I got to ask him about his social media because he is all over it. Wonder how much it's Jordan and how much they collaborate. They do frequently in content, but I wonder how much it's influencing each other.
How many thirst picks does Gresham have?
We got a lot of workout picks going on here.
Yeah.
One with the ring on his finger, so you know it's serious.
Okay.
Wait, what is this one? Oh, he was excited because he got a tattoo on his finger. It happened to be his wedding finger. Anyway, he'll join the show in a few minutes.
Did you ever thought about doing that? Instead of the ring, you get the tattoo of the ring? No.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. Okay. Am I wearing a ring right now?
I never noticed that you don't wear your ring. Why don't you wear your ring?
I just don't. And my wife also, she barely wears her ring unless we're going out with people that it really matters, aka my mom, for example. Even when we go out to go see my in-laws, it's not. I don't want people to misunderstand when I say it's not important to us. It's very important that her and I are married and we have started a family. That part rules. But the fact that we don't see the reason to have to wear a ring is kind of we didn't grow up wearing much jewelry. So for me, it's just I'm not going to get used to this. I know you've got the silicone ring because it doesn't get in the way when you're working. Yeah, I get that. And my ring's literally right behind me on this little, you can't see it, but there's a little cat tray on the table behind me where La Parka is. And my ring's sitting right there. So it's not that it's lost. It's not that it's not being used. It is literally right there. And I've thought about getting a new one, but it's just.
Did you wear your rings to our wedding?
Most likely. I'd have to go back and look at the photos, but that's why I had to find a photo with my hands in them to figure that out.
Yeah.
I think you got married post-pandemic. So
Yeah.
once the pandemic hit, okay, when we got married, so we got married in 2019. We wore our rings frequently because we were in offices, like we were working, and then pandemic hit, and suddenly we were just with each other all the time. So it was like, well, this feels a little redundant because we're just seeing each other. Nobody else needs to know what the situation is because we know. And then after that, it was just we came out of the pandemic, and it was like, all right, well, nobody's holding the other to needing to wearing the ring. Like it's not about accountability, but it's just like we just don't care. It's important that we're married, but it's not important that we have to like show it because no one's walking around trying to hit on me. And also, like I mostly hang around.
Wow, have some confidence.
Well, I do, but I'm mostly hanging around like other parents of the daycare where my kid goes. So
that doesn't mean anything.
Well, but they are
still hit on you.
That's fair, but they're also very well aware that like my wife and I are very much like together in that we are seen together. We do things together. Our kid has a good relationship with both of his parents. Like there's no real reason. So there you go.
None of this means anything. People are terrible. So
those people choose to be terrible. I'm not gonna be terrible by not wearing my ring.
I know.
Well, I'm debating because like, single moms do in fact exist. I'm well aware. We're friends with a few of them, but like all of them know that like there's nothing there. But yeah, I'm debating whether I'll wear it when I'm in Ottawa next week or bring it with me. I guess
Did you wear it to Montreal?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Again, I don't think I've worn it in years. So there's another thing too. During the pandemic, when everyone, including myself, gained a bunch of weight, my ring just wasn't fitting very well. And now that I've lost all this weight, my ring is fitting fine, but also like it's bulky, and I don't know if I want to wear it. So yeah,
that's why I have the silicone ring for many reasons. I don't remember the last time I wore like my actual wedding ring. I always said, and I did for a while, that like I'm gonna wear it like when we're going to like events and things, when we're like going out and everything. I think probably the last time I wore it was when my brother-in-law got married, and so I think I wore it to his wedding. That was probably the last time I did that, and that was a year ago. So yeah, that was probably the last time I actually wore it because I just prefer like the silicone one, just easier, especially typing all day. It just, the other one, it's not like, I mean, it's a ring. It's not like super heavy or anything, but it's still like there's some weight to it. And so typing all day like just hurts my fingers. My fingers might swell up, and then it just sucks. I felt really bad. This is probably like this is definitely like my second one. I've ordered a few of these. I lost one in the pool a couple of years ago, and I felt terrible that like I lost it. And it just came off when I was going down the slide, so I felt terrible when I lost it. And my wife is like, it's like a $3 silicone ring. Like it's not like your actual wedding ring. Like it's okay that this came off in the pool, but like I felt bad because like it's the one that I wore all day, so like that's like my association with it. But yeah, she's like it's fine. She felt bad that like I felt bad because it did mean so much to me, but she wasn't like upset of like how could you lose your wedding ring type of thing. It was just like you lost a $3 silicone ring in the pool. So I ordered a new pack, and then I ordered like multiple backups because I thought I lost my backup, and I ended up finding that one, but then I ordered new. I was like, I'll just keep them. So now sometimes I'll switch them out. So if you ever notice that sometimes it's all black, this one has like a red circle around it. So yeah, I sometimes will switch them out just depending on how my fingers feel. My fingers like swell up in the summer and go down there or swell up in the winter and shit. So I'll switch them out depending on, because they're kind of different sizes. So, but yeah, they're little cheap things. They're good quality, but they're just little cheap silicone rings on Amazon.
Yeah, in Jewish tradition, it's kind of funny. We were asking our officiant, our rabbi, about this, and she was telling us how the ring, the cost of the ring doesn't matter. The value of it needs to be more than the lowest denomination of coin in your country or wherever you're getting married. So we don't have the penny here. So it has to be more than 5 cents. So I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, okay, there are a lot of things that I could just put on that are 5 cents and we'll be fine. And like this thing costs a little more than 5 cents. It didn't cost a lot. I got it on Amazon. It's like a tungsten carbide ring. It was like, not too much, but it's nice enough for what we were doing. And then we just never wore it again. She got a tiny circular one, and that was it. So yeah, I've got my watch. That's enough.
Your watch, like, is your watch like? Did your wife get you your watch?
So it's funny because yes, she did, okay. And that we got each other a present before we got married, and she wanted the AfterShokz. For those who know, the ones that are kind of outside of the ear, they're bone conducting headphones. They're good for like cycling or for people who
yeah, that's the kind of those are the headphones I wear because I like wearing those when I'm like running or skating because like just the in-ear ones suck. They pop out too easy for me.
Yeah, so she got that. She really wanted those, and then I wanted, at the time I was trying to be a little more fit for our wedding, and I was trying to be more active. And she's like, "Would an Apple Watch do that?" Because she knows I like tech and I like different electronics. And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So she got me that for our wedding. So that was kind of like wearing a wedding ring. Like I look at it all the time, and I remember who got it for me, and that that's meaningful. But of course, it's tech, so obviously at one point it's gonna have to change.
Oh, if I did that, and like my wife got me this bracelet that no one can see. It just says "I love you" on it. The black one, the red one was made by one of the kids, and I don't take that off either except when I shower. And then my wife got me this watch for our most recent anniversary because it was leather. This anniversary was the leather one, and so it's a leather strap.
It's a leather one.
Yeah, I used to wear watches all the time. Like growing up, I always wore like a Fossil watch. Usually, I lost a few of those in the lake, but I used to wear a Fossil watch. And then I got an Apple Watch, like when they first came out, because I was like, this cool new thing. And like I didn't use it enough. I didn't like do probably what you should have been doing with it. Like it was cool for fitness, I guess. And I was running a lot at the time. So like there was that, but my phone's always on silent, so it's not like I ever got phone calls on it. I didn't want a bunch of texts. I didn't care for like Twitter notifications and stuff like that. So I just want to look at the time. And I got tired of like charging it every night and stuff. So I just stopped wearing it. And then, but because I wore it so much as like a kid and growing up, my wife decided to get it for me, get me this one for our anniversary. And I mean, the only time I take it off is the pool and showering. So otherwise it stays on.
Yeah. So who knows what I'll wear in Ottawa? Clothes, most likely.
Yes, there are 3 things on my body that my wife got me that I can be reminded of my wife. So yeah.
You've been marked?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
That's fine.
In some ways.
You love your wife, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. So this whole conversation started because I asked you, "Are you gonna get a ring tattooed on you?"
Because we saw Gresham's tattoo on his finger.
Who may or may not show up to this show today. I'm gonna say if he's not here by 10:45, like we probably should got to call it and then move on with the show. We'll give him like 15 minutes late. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love this business.
Watch stays on to keep track of all the fucking. Yeah, that's fair, actually.
You know how many calories you burn when you're moving.
Ryan, have you ever accidentally called somebody on your Apple Watch while fucking?
Oh no, what are we doing?
I'm just asking questions, all right?
I know. Sometimes the questions you ask are not the ones that need answering. But
I need an answer to it.
I didn't say in this case you were wrong. I'm just saying, listen, we are a family-friendly show, so there you go.
Henry called the police while fucking on the Apple Watch, or just like you just called by accident when you were just walking around or whatever. I need these stories of accidental. Oh, no. Let's go, Henry. Good for you.
Good on you, Henry.
Good for you, Henry. Blame the kids. Like the kids stole the Apple Watch. Like, what were you doing?
Did who came first, the cops or you? Whoops. Ryan's too. Oh, there we go. Not called, but accidentally picked up on a telemarketer. That's fine. They deserve that.
Yeah.
They absolutely deserve that.
Yeah.
At the same time, good for you.
Both.
You can outrun the cops.
Cops knocked and you were done as well.
That's right. Just a minute. Let me get cleaned up. Oh, there you go. Okay, so someone in the chat, Evil Diva, is saying my hubby and I have matching tattoos on the back of our neck. That's cute. That is nice.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. I'm not a tattoo guy to begin with, so that's the whole thing. Like, when everyone asks, would you, or when someone asks, would you get a tattoo of your partner's name or anything like that? It's like, I don't have any tattoos to begin with, so I don't even think I would do it just by virtue of who I am. Like, I get it when others do it. I mean, you hope that it's going to last forever, and hopefully it does, but when it doesn't, you got to figure out what to do about that tattoo. So it's kind of a 50-50.
Yeah, matching tattoos a little bit different, assuming there's no like name involved.
Right.
You know, like if it's just, I don't know, like a tiny bear. I'm just throwing shit out there. If it's just like some type of like tiny, because you guys have like a connection to a bear or something. I don't know. You know, like let's just say like it's a tiny bear, and then like you end up splitting up. Like you can a generic lock and key. Like yeah, you can like just make something else up with the bear, you know, like a big Chicago Bears fan. Yeah, just make something else up. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That's why I got this one. Yeah, you can just make something else up if it's a matching tattoo that actually has nothing to do. Like if it's not like name or really just name or some type of initials or whatever it might be. Like you could do it with tattoos in that way. But yeah, if you actually get like your partner's name or whatever, that's I don't want to say like it's wrong or anything. Like
yeah, who are we to judge, right?
Yeah, do what you want to do. You're taking a risk, that's for sure. You're taking a risk. Like I would feel very comfortable getting my lovely wife's name, but I wouldn't do it. She wouldn't let me. She'd be like, no. But I feel comfortable enough with our relationship and the future of our relationship to be like, yeah, I don't think I'll regret this in 20 years, but you never know, and it's a risk to take on that. But I would, if she wanted to do like some type of matching thing to where again it has meaning to us, but it could also be explained in another way, then I would do that. I don't think she's ever going to get a tattoo in her life, though, so I'm not really having to worry about that. My wife's name's the same as my mom. Hey, look, that works out then.
Yes, it depends on the conversation we're having. In terms of the tattoo, absolutely. In terms of what happens when you're accidentally calling the cops with your watch, not so much. I hope you're happy, Henry. I really do. I hope everyone's happy. I hope you're all doing it. Joel, Jeremy, and SB3 each get ITW tattooed. Who gets which letter? SB3 gets the W because he loves the letter, the word that it belongs to. Jeremy gets the I because he loves what he can do when that happens. He gets in. And I'm B because I'm just stuck in the middle with these two.
That's actually a fair answer. That's fair. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I can respect that answer.
I get the T. I get the T both realistically and canonically. There you go.
Yeah. I respect that answer. Yeah. Okay.
You know who I'm seeing on Sunday?
Jesus?
No.
God?
No.
Oh, okay.
Although to some people they might think it's God. I'm seeing Samosa Joe.
Nice.
Mimosa Joe. They're doing a Q&A.
Yeah. You mentioned this.
In the staff chat. So Vice invited me to what's going to be a Q&A screening of the Dark Side of the Ring, the Necro Butcher and Joe episode. And Stu, who's one of the producers, not the cameraman Stu from WWE.
Everybody's sorry to cut you up. Everyone just saying Joel gets the T because he loves TNA. That was a 3-person comment in our chat. That's also fair.
Not anymore. We'll get to that later. Yeah, so anyway, so Stu and Joe are going to be do it, which is such a hilarious. Like Stu and Joe are going to do a Q&A. It's like, who the hell are Stu and Joe? Those are just the most monotonous names you can think of. But no, Mimosa Joe and producer Stu are going to be doing a Q&A. This is Sunday. That is a ticketed event for the public. You can go and do that. And I'm hoping that maybe a little bit more comes from that. So yeah, I'm excited. That's Sunday evening. So if you happen to be in Toronto and you want to go to the Royal Cinema over on College Street, the Mimosa Joe will be there, and I will also be there. More importantly, the Joe's there. I'm just the guy.
Ask Joe I told you to ask this to Janela, and we'll ask this to Janela, or somebody will, hopefully, if he joins us next week.
I think I'm seeing him in Ottawa. No, I'm seeing him he's at Northern Crown, the show that Macklin and Dion are going to be on. So at the end of August, I'll be seeing him if we don't.
All right. Ask the furthest he's ever traveled for a piece of ass, as Samoa Joe put it.
Yeah, it's in my
dark side.
It is. When was the last Stu Grayson interview? Stu and I did something here 6 months ago with Jeremy.
Yeah, I was about to say he was on our show.
Yeah,
was it 6 months ago? Jesus.
I think it was when London Lightning won the title. I feel like that was maybe 4 months ago, but either way, it was quite a few months ago. Stu, Uno, and I were supposed to do something in Montreal, but timing just got messed up. Mystery ended late, and they needed to get out of the venue. We got there early for Produit, but they were on first because Uno had to do agenting for AEW, so they were going through their match almost all the way until bell time. And if you watch the match at Produit, it was fantastic, and they really worked hard. Fresh Air versus SSB, so we had no time, but both guys were like, "We'd love to do it, we want to do it," but it was just a circumstance of timing. So plan is to get Stu. I'm seeing Stu and Uno this or 2 weeks from now because they'll be working at Fighting Back. So we're probably just going to do it there. I pushed a bunch of Montreal interviews to Ottawa because I knew I was going to see a bunch of them there. So yeah, looking forward to that. The only person that I'm upset that I won't be seeing, who I haven't seen in a very long time, is Katrina Creed, who was one of the women who flocked Andrade to the ring at Redemption. So she's apparently got a booking elsewhere that weekend, but yeah, the plan is to come back from Ottawa with a bunch of stuff because C4 is always incredibly generous to me with their time and their access, so I will take advantage of that. I know Zoe Serrano is going for the C4 women's title against Alexia Nicole. That's the match that they've announced. I know Joseph Sawyer is on the show, and I know that because Joseph Sawyer and Sam Shaw did not show up at TNA last night, I do not have any problems with potentially interviewing Joseph Sawyer, so I'm looking forward to that, the former Joe Gacy. And yeah, that's kind of the plan for Ottawa in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds fun. Sounds good. Hopefully it's a good time for you. Wear your wedding ring or don't.
Or don't. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I thought Gabby and Bear would be there this year, but they're not. They have other stuff going on. Bear wasn't on TNA last night, so there's that.
Oh, yeah.
Whole system was no Bear, no Moose, no Ash by Elegance. Where's Uha Nation? Remember him?
No. Oh, I don't remember that Uha Nation was there, but sure.
Yeah. Remember him?
Sure.
Yeah.
And no LeBron James.
No LeBron. Yeah, but according to some people, the fakers out there, they're saying TNA was going to put that world title match on a live show until they realized LeBron wasn't coming, so they pushed it. And I was like, that ain't even close to remotely true.
So, all right. I mean, we should probably get it. I don't. I apologize once again. This is why I don't promote guests, because this stuff happens. Hopefully we can work something out to have these people
wrestling.
back.
I love
next week.
Amazing. This is what I went through last week. It's fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully we can have some of these people back next week or in the future, because I do want to talk to Janela, Gresham, and Effie. And we've talked to all of them before, so it's not like anything.
They're doing so much fun stuff now, so you got to catch up.
Yeah, exactly. So all right, let's get into this. And my wife is saying that maybe he's in a different time zone. He thinks it's 11:30 that he's supposed to show up. We'll see at 11:30 when he shows up. I mean, if he's at home, then
he's in
East
Atlanta.
Coast. Yeah, he's East Coast.
I'm wondering. I'm just gonna check his Instagram, see what he's promoted for this weekend.
Yeah, but he might not be at home. But I don't know.
Well, no.
Find out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna check his Instagram to see if he's at home or if he's promoted.
Right. I'm saying that he is in Atlanta, but he might not be at home.
Yes. Okay, I understand your point now.
Okay. Yes. I guess we'll find out at 11:30 then if he shows up. At this
nothing on his Instagram.
Okay.
We'll do a quick check of his. Very well, just might have slept through it. Which honestly, I get it.
Fair. Uh, Janela is just a bit at this point of
Yes.
he just doesn't show up on the day he's supposed to. Like that, I've just come to respect from Janela.
True.
Honestly, I've just come to respect that from him. And Effie let me know ahead of time, so I can't say anything about that. Gresham, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get a message explaining things,
Yeah.
and that'll be that. It's fine.
He's great.
No, I love Gresham. Yeah.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe he could show up any minute from now and just be like, "Whoops, sorry, I was late," and that'll be that.
Well, and we will pick up the conversation then. Until then, let's talk about this wrestling that happened last night, since I actually watched it.
Sure.
Unfortunately, I watched both shows. Unfortunately,
I watched.
One was good. The other was TNA.
I watched 3/4 of Collision. I made it until about 8:30. No, sorry, 9:30, and then I had to switch over to TNA because I could catch up with commercials and all that stuff. And I thought Collision was a lot of fun. I thought we'll
Tony
get
Khan's a coward for not debuting Motor City Machine Guns. So
opening the show. I get it, but also
I was so disappointed. So like my wife and I went on a walk, and we go on like a mile-long walk, and we went at like 7:50ish, and she's like, "Oh, well, I don't want you to, miss Collision, because I have to cover Collision." And she's like, "I don't want you to miss Collision, like our Motor City like definitely debuting." And I'm like, "Well, it's Detroit. It's heavily speculated and rumored. Like if it doesn't happen here, it's probably just not going to happen. So I think they're probably going to debut, but I don't like know if they're going to be like opening the show or anything." I was like, "It's fine. Let's just go on our walk." And she's like, "Okay." And she kept like mentioning it, like, "I don't want you to miss this. I don't want you to miss this." I was like, I'll put the show on my phone." So I put the show on my phone as we're walking, and sure enough, the first thing that happens on the show is Motor City comes out. So I actually watched the debut like while we were walking. But yeah, I was hoping that Tony would do it second hour, and he cowardly did not. He went opening the show. Let's not make the fans wait any longer, even though we made them wait a whole day because we could have done this on Wednesday. Should have done it to start.
Carlos Silva punching air.
Hour. Cowardly.
Carlos was too busy waiting at the garage for LeBron to show up at 8:00. He didn't know what to think. And that's the thing with Carlos. He didn't have Motor City Machine Guns during his time, so it's not like this really matters to him.
Yeah, it didn't. It was just gonna be like a shot of TNA.
Yeah, although it is funny, King of the North points out they then followed it up with a Rascals Trios match.
And should have been at 9. All this stuff should have been in the 9 o'clock. Like, we're gonna out TNA here on Collision.
And they did. They had a very good show. Did AEW? I thought, like I said, Collision was a lot of fun. If you're there to watch the wrestling, then the wrestlers did the wrestling. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge was brought back to TV after 15 years off, and of course, it's for a good cause. Obviously, the stuff with Rebel crossed over to both shows, which I do I give TNA credit for as well, because Rebel was a part of their roster for several years, and it was nice to see Rhino, and they brought out Insane Clown Posse again to do the Ice Bucket Challenge. It was a nice moment. And it looked nice. So big ups to AEW and of course to TNA for doing that as well. It was cute. Yeah, and then in terms of just like, again, the wrestling matches were very good. They announced the Continental Cup officially. It is the Continental Cup. Officially, they cleaned up the verbiage by explaining that this is to align with the FA Cup in the UK. So basically, they told you, yeah, we're doing this, but it's not for you, you smelly North American pigs. You, the real fans in Europe, you, the real fans coming to Wembley Stadium for All In, it's for you. And everyone in Europe was just like, yeah, but nobody talks about the FA Cup anymore. So what are we doing this for? But either way, they'll have that. It's a thing. What do you think of the Continental Cup reveal?
Well, when Moxley mentioned it on Wednesday, there were people who like, did he like misspeak? What is he talking about? Like, I don't think he misspoke. Like Moxley.
This is the man who dropped his wife's pregnancy in a promo without anybody knowing, and that was the reality of it. He does it.
Yeah, Moxley, like, he doesn't misspeak words like that. Like he's very intentional with his words, and so they gave more clarity. It's basically. They do the G1, they do their version of the G1 in December, and now they have their version of the New Japan Cup in August, more or less, because it's going to run, all through August. So that's what this is. This is their version of the New Japan Cup. Do I love that it's still all like, oh, you get the Continental title, so that enters you into the Continental Classic, and then you still get the Continental title, and like I just don't need the title. Basically, I just don't need it. I don't really think the Continental Classic needs it. I prefer just this earns you a title shot, a world title shot, instead of you get this title that the hierarchy of things is what it is he Dame type of thing, because Moxley's defending this Continental title on Dynamite against Commander, who lost in the ladder match for a number one contendership against the international title. So it's like, oh, I didn't win a shot at the international title, but now I can just get a shot at the Continental title. So I don't need all of these championships when it comes to that. And the Continental one, because it's so closely associated to the Continental Classic, is like, do you really need a year-long championship for this? And that's basically what the Continental Cup is as well. You do get a cup, which is nice, but you also get the title, which puts you into the Classic. I love Jon Moxley's importance on this. He makes this sound like it is more important than the world title. I wish they would kind of treat it that way instead of these kind of random title defenses, but he makes it sound very important. I don't have an issue with it. It's a tournament. It's a 16-man tournament. That's cool. There's a little bit more to it. Random draw is pretty cool. Is where I think it'll be annual, greater than Haro. Like, I can't imagine it's not annual.
Given, I don't know that for sure. I don't know if I agree with that for sure. Only because if All In continues to be in the UK every year, not necessarily at Wembley, but if it gets moved around the UK, then I can see it being annual. They really pushed into this being kind of like the FA Cup in tradition. So because of that, I could see it being as a one-time thing. So that's kind of where my brain is at. Could be wrong. I see where you're coming from, because again, TK loves tradition, and if this is successful and people love it, then yeah, of course you're going to bring it back. But at the same time, if you got like C2 in the winter and I guess the Continental Cup in the summer, I guess maybe it does kind of make the Continental Championship something of importance during the whole year and not just at the end of it.
They made it seem like it was gonna be an annual thing, because they mentioned like you get the cup, but then they kind of said like your name is like etched on the cup forever, which makes me believe it is like sort of Stanley Cup as well. Like I understand they're saying like, oh, it's like the FA Cup and that's what we're associating with. Let's not pretend it like single elimination tournaments just aren't a thing, and the FA Cup is the only single elimination tournament in the history of all of sports here. We just had the World Cup. Like there's playoffs in every sport every year. I realize games, it can be best of 7, best of 5, Super Bowl, it's single elimination, but it's single elimination. I feel like if this is going to be an annual thing, then you might run the risk of like, okay, well, you have the Owen in June or May, that ended at May. You have the Owen in May, you have the Continental Cup in August, and then you have the Continental Classic in December. So what do we need? Something else for the other season, really?
Well, you need something for the beginning of the year. This is why I continue to say that
it has to be something for February.
Well, this
is that too close to, or March? Maybe March.
This is why I continue to say you need something to give stakes to Revolution in terms of a tournament. That's why I keep saying the C2 should culminate with the winner of the Continental Classic, the C2, getting the world title shot at Revolution. But that's not going to change, because now we're just piling on to what the Continental Championship, has for it.
I think if you keep them at 3, it's fine. But then no tournaments the rest of the year. If you want to decide a new champion, no more tournaments.
A women's tournament, a New Year's tag team tournament. That would be good. I mean, something different than just a single men's tournament would be good.
Yeah. If you want to do a women's Continental Cup and a women's C2 that doesn't necessarily run at the same time as the men's, I'm all for that. I have no issue with that. I don't think you can do like more tournaments throughout the year when you already have three kind of major tournaments. We'll call it four major tournaments because you do have the women's Owen. When you already have four major tournaments uh, throughout the year, like that's you devalue the tournaments when you have too many tournaments. This is the argument with titles, right? Is you devalue the titles when you have too many titles. But I'm okay if they do the Owen men and women at the same time, but that's a smaller tournament. That's only 8 each. If you're gonna do a women's Continental Cup and it's gonna be 16, yeah, I would do that as a separate time, and then do the women's C2 as a separate time as well. But I'm okay with adding like women's Continental Cup and Continental Classic to the list here.
ATW, all tournaments wrestling. That's all they need. Just nothing but tournaments.
Okay.
Okay. The MLW Opera Cup, it's the New Japan Cup. Listen, there are plenty of wrestling cups that you can base this on, or they are based off of. So yeah, my main question to you is, are you excited for Jon Moxley versus Nigel McGuinness in the finals at Wembley Stadium?
I don't think it's gonna be or Nigel. I do think it's gonna be Moxley, and I think that's kind of a
He is so over that Nigel McGuinness in his home country of the UK.
I'm kind of on Jon Moxley. Like this being his all-in match is just tournament final. Like,
Yeah, maybe Nigel wins. Maybe he finally beats Moxley and he becomes the leader of the Death Riders. Nigel McDeath Rider.
okay. I don't think Nigel's making it to the finals.
Wow. But Mox laughed him off. So clearly Nigel's got to get far into this thing.
Nigel is probably getting beat by Mox like in the first round.
Will pulling double duty. That sounds very 2023. Let's go for it.
I don't know if Moxley's just gonna be in the finals of this tournament. Like,
Nigel McGuinness taking over the Death Riders. First things he tells them, "I'm going to teach you all magic. You guys want to learn a magic trick?" And it's just like Nigel McGuinness teaching the Death Riders magic tricks for hours. Don't tell me how to pull a rabbit out of my hat. It's Daniel Garcia trying to pull a rabbit out of his hat for 20 minutes.
Ospreay would love this. He's like the camaraderie. SP3 and I were joking yesterday about, well, Sunday is free pizza day. Yeah. Friday night we go to the movies. It's half off at the movies.
Got book club on Fridays or Thursdays.
Yeah. Now Nigel, we got Magic Mondays with Nigel out here in the Death Riders.
See, look at that. We're getting there. We need our annual Nigel McGuinness versus Lee Moriarty match. That's right. It's completely inoffensive to me. Like, I understand what they're trying to do. I also get where you're talking about, like, this is what we're doing with Mox for All In. Okay, I guess. But they could also be throwing a big time challenger for Moxley, and that could be good enough for something like this. It ends up being someone in this randomized single elimination tournament is the perfect opponent for Mox. It's a surprise, maybe, or someone that has been in Mox's purview for years. Well, we'll see.
Oh, and then we'll know because we'll see how the tournament is playing out.
Yes, and Nigel makes
it goes.
That's right.
Yeah. I just don't love that Moxley. If that is Mox's opponent, is just it's going to be just a tournament final for Jon Moxley.
Well, he's in it too, right?
Or Moxley, yeah. Yeah, he's in it. Yeah.
Okay, so you could do a special, Jon Moxley loses and has to find his way into All In. So that's not the story, but I'm saying he loses in the Continental Cup and therefore he's out of All In. So he's got to, they're going to do another thing for him. So maybe that's it.
Yeah, it seems more likely that he's just going to be in the finals.
Yeah, I get it. Listen, I totally understand the feeling. It's also Moxley. He doesn't lose unless, he's in a tag match and it's all
the guy has a concussion.
And the other guy has a concussion.
Yeah.
8 minutes on that show talking about it. Either way. Like Jules is saying, Mox gets eliminated, setting up someone else for him at All In. So, but if he's eliminated, he's not in. He's out, right?
Well, he's out of the tournament. He's not out of All In.
So if he wins the tournament, now I'm a little confused.
How?
Okay, no. He still has a match at All In, but he's not the Continental Champion at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's forfeiting the Continental Championship to be part of the Continental Cup, effectively. He's defending along.
Yeah, he's defending, but I don't think like if he loses in the semifinals, then I mean, I guess technically the person who beats him in the semifinals is the Continental Champion, and then if they lose in the finals, then the person who wins the finals is the Continental Champion. But yeah, the Continental Championship is just on the line. So technically he's defending it, but I don't think like every match counts as like a title match. Now, if every match does count as a title match, then I think it becomes more obvious that he's making the finals, because I don't think they are going to in like the second round switch the title, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm just using hypotheticals here, and in the second round Tommaso Ciampa beats him, and it's like, oh, Tommaso Ciampa is now the Continental Champion, and then in the semifinals Chris Jericho beats Tommaso Ciampa. Now Chris Jericho's the Continental Champion, and then in the finals Swerve beats Jericho, and Swerve's kind of like, I don't think they're doing effectively 4-3 lineage Continental Championship switches in this. So if the title is like actually on the line and every match counts as a title match, I think it leads more credence to Moxley's making the finals, because I don't feel like they're just gonna like beat him. I don't think they're just gonna beat him on like the second round, maybe the semifinals, and then whoever beats him in the semifinals goes into the finals as the champion. But I think it's more likely that he's just going to make the finals if the title's on the line.
So the way it's written on the AEW website in the collisions results is the winner of the Continental Cup will be the AEW Continental Champion and win the Continental Challenge Cup.
Yeah.
So Jon Moxley will defend as champion in a 16-man single elimination tournament beginning next week on Collision, and all matches are drawn at random in every round. Nigel McGuinness immediately announced he would be entering the Continental Cup with hopes of fighting for the AEW Continental Challenge Cup in Wembley Stadium. So basically that first line kind of explains it. The winner of the Continental Cup will be the champion and the Challenge Cup winner.
Well, it doesn't explain it, because
yeah, right. I guess it doesn't.
We already knew that. It comes down to, is Jon Moxley defending the title in every match?
But then if Moxley loses, technically he forfeits the title, because the winner of the Continental Cup wins the title as well.
No, I understand this. I understand all this, Joel. My point is the actual title on the line in the Jon Moxley matches? So as I've been saying...
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. So basically, if Commander beats Moxley in a single elimination match, does Commander then become the Continental Champion?
Yes.
I think at that point, it doesn't consider that. I think at that point, it's just considered the title is vacated.
Okay.
And, like, officially. I don't know that for sure. Again, this is kind of the way my brain would explain it, is that if Moxley gets beaten, then we're going to have a brand new champion regardless. It's kind of like when you do a 6-person elimination title match, or 6-person elimination championship match, and I guess it's the same thing as title match. Either way, and then the champion in the match gets pinned. Now you know there's going to be a new champion, right? It's kind of similar but different.
Right, and everybody's saying no. Like, I think the answer is no as well. I also don't put it past AEW to be like, yeah, Moxley's just defending the title in every match. Like, I think the answer is it's effectively vacated right now, and then the winner of the Continental Cup just gets the Continental title, because Moxley again has effectively vacated it. I also don't think that, I don't put it past AEW to be like, oh, you know what? Moxley's just going to defend this title in every match, and this is what we're going to do because Jon Moxley is doing it like this. Like,
get Tony on the show. Let's get him to clarify this right now. This is why we open the invitation to Tony for this, so that we can ask questions like this for you people, the good people.
Yeah, I don't think they want to mess up the lineage, as I just explained. I don't think they want it to be like, oh, Moxley has the title, and so Moxley has it, and then he loses in the second round, and the person who beats him loses the next round. The person that beats him loses the next round, and then now you've effectively done 3 title changes in this tournament, and that's the lineage. I don't think they want that. I don't think they want to do any of this.
So they're basically telling you Mox is going all the way to All In out of this.
No, that's the thing. I think it is, if the title was on the line in every match, that would tip off to me that Moxley's going all the way to the finals. Right. But the fact that it's not on the line in every match says that, okay, Moxley can lose earlier.
Right. So will he walk out with that title on Wednesday? Like when he comes out for his entrance, will he
Oh.
be holding that title?
Yeah, probably, because the tournament doesn't start until Saturday,
Till
so I'd
Saturday.
imagine he has the title.
Okay, so then yes, you're right. Semantics. That is true. The week after that, once everything's been announced on Collision, do they then does it then happen?
He shouldn't. He shouldn't, but he might. I don't. Again, this is why I don't put it past AEW to do these things. Like maybe they will, but I don't put it past. Yeah, it might probably on the table with the trophy.
Is that's where my brain's at too.
Yeah,
So,
that's what it should be. But
just like the Owen, same idea. Yeah, we'll see.
The draw's on Monday, I think. MCAPs.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the draw's on Monday, not today.
Hangman Page is going to team with Brodito in Mexico. They're going to be the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you can figure out who's who.
Sure.
Who's good, who's bad, and who's ugly? Are you calling Brody King ugly? I don't think you can do that to his face. Are you saying that Bandito is bad?
Yeah, I think Bandito would be bad, right?
That means that who's ugly?
Hangman's good.
Hangman's good. I mean, is he good? Is any man ever truly good? Is no man ever truly evil?
Don't do that, Skip.
Show you how they could even never be equals.
Don't do that, Skip.
Exlena's going to show up in Mexico because she's from Puerto Rico.
Doubtful, but did I miss something?
Probably.
With Hangman, Bandito, and Brody. Hangman saved the conglomeration.
Yes, but Brodito also showed up in that melee on Wednesday.
Okay.
That's all I can give to you. That's all I got for you.
Okay. Well, Bandito didn't because he left. Brody said he left.
Well, Brody was there. Hangman helped Brody. Definitely, I know Brody was definitely there.
I don't remember seeing.
If Bandito was gone, that's even funnier because again, it just proves that Bandito's a piece of shit. He keeps getting tag team wins and then getting singles championships out of it or championship matches out of it.
Look, my memory sucks. So if Brody was there, then sure, Brody was there. It felt afterthoughtish that Brody was there, but yeah, I guess Brody was there. Yeah, Bandito wasn't. So I thought he was just saving the conglomeration. But sure, let's unite Brody King and Hangman. That's fine. I like that tag team, but yeah.
Bandito is bad. I've been trying to explain this to you people. He keeps taking opportunities from getting victories on tag matches and getting singles matches out of it, singles title matches. And Brody's not getting anything. He should be pissed. Bandito's the bad guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know Brody explained it all in the promo. I don't remember Brody being part of the save. That's it. That's on me. That's on my memory. Bandito wasn't there. That was explained. He left. Why'd he leave? Who knows? But I remember them winning the trios match. That's why I was confused at first. I was like, because I just thought of conglomeration. I did not think of Brody being part of that. But I do realize he was saved here. I just thought Hangman saving conglomeration because what I thought Brody and Bandito did was that trios match, and Hangman had nothing to do with that trios match. So I'm like, what? When did he say the... Oh, okay, Brody did this. All right, sure. Bandito left for reasons. I don't know, but...
Bandito had dinner plans, couldn't attend the Hall of Fame.
It just felt like a weird, hey, let's just put these three together, but sure.
I'm telling you, man, Bandito's a bad guy. Mikey V says demand make a trios champ shirt for the bits.
Nah, you can't beat the dogs bit at this point.
Yeah,
like
they'd have to lose those titles now for us to get that bit.
The dogs lost them in one day.
I know. I'm saying the demand has to lose the titles somehow tonight for it to work.
The demand have already had them for two. Have one successful title defense.
Oh, they won them on Wednesday.
Yes.
Sorry, I keep thinking they won them yesterday.
No.
The trios titles don't matter. Let's just be honest here.
It's already... It's already passed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Grand Slam's going to be a 3-hour show.
Yeah, they've loaded it up, and like it's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a long show. I hope that at some point, I think if you get into the 3-hour territory, I feel like you kind of have to disclose that it's going to be a 3-hour special event.
I mean, they said it's going to be 2.5, and
Definitely 2.5. So with the
yeah,
overrun,
and you know there's going to be an overrun, so I don't think you have to disclose that it's going to be 3 hours. I think you can
I think
surmise that it's going to be 3 hours.
Well, no, I think they make it when it's a special 3-hour. They'll say it's a live 3-hour event. Like
Right.
Sony and AEW are usually pretty good at that. And I don't even know if that's a WBD edict because they usually will tell you if they're going to cross over into the next hour, like into the as an extra. We'll see.
All right, who cares about all of this?
Yes, the Brawling Birds. And
No, who cares about any of this? Who cares?
Okay,
Who cares?
what are we doing?
The Observer's out.
Oh, let's go. Do we have it?
I don't see it.
Of course not. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
I don't see it. I'm searching for Mercedes. It's all like I'm searching for Maya, but it's everything from, this past weekend. I don't know where it would be because like it's a month-old match at this point.
Amazing. Amazing. He's not going to do it. Oh, he'll put it deep in the odds and sods.
Like I just it was Forbidden Door, right? Forbidden.
Yes.
All right, let's see if they can pay-per-view numbers, who could possibly care?
Oh, thank you.
Countdown ratings.
Did he review the CMLL show that he was at?
I don't know. I don't care about that.
Well, I'm just saying because he was only live at that one. He'd have to listen back to the crowd for that.
I don't see it, folks.
Amazing. God, I love this. I
don't see it.
It's because I asked the question. He got extra upset. He found out I asked the question and he was just like, "Oh, that son of a bitch. I'm going to wait another week."
Yeah, I searched Forbidden Door. I didn't see anything. I do not know. I don't know if there's any 5-star matches from Redemption. I don't actually care. I only care about this particular rating because we're going on a month now, and this is the only thing that matters. I'm sure there's some type of 5-star match from Redemption. I'm sure Kenny and Kevin got 5 stars.
Amazing.
I'm sure Fletcher and Bandito got like 5.5. So.
Yes, it is a Will Ospreay match. That's so funny.
Will Ospreay, he did the tag team match. Oh yeah, Ospreay Bucks, that probably got 5, sure.
Yeah, as I'm saying, yeah, that got 5.5. Yeah, Bandito Fletcher probably did really well too. I'm thinking if there's Ospreay,
he did rate Maya and Persephone. That got like 2 and a 4. Yeah. Oh wait, Maya and Persephone. Wait, no, he rated Maya and Sheeta. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so he had time to do that.
Yeah, I don't know about Maya and Persephone. I didn't see that one. He rated Maya and Sheeta though. He did rate Maya and Persephone. They got 3.5
from Wednesday.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, he knows. He's just not going to get it.
Yeah, they got 3.5. And Maya and Sheeta got like 2.25, I think.
Okay.
So, but no Maya and Mercedes.
I love this business for so many reasons. I love this business.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm sure Dave's mentions won't.
They'll be replying to people for months.
Yeah, it won't be terrible here. He just didn't have time, guys. He did not have time. But if you read the issue, he will explain why.
He hasn't said anything though. Yeah, no. He's just defending the whole what the all-in original plans were, and he's like, I didn't say it. That was Brian.
Man, you just gotta at this point like log off for 25 minutes and watch this match.
He's too busy unless he's on vacation, at which point he's too busy to do it then because he's on vacation.
He tweets 1,000,000 times a day.
Yes. The robot needs to be refilled.
See, now I don't think it's fair because I'm not saying Dave does this, but I feel like Maya's had like the Sheeta match wasn't very good. The Persephone match was fine. It was maybe the weakest match on the show though, and now it almost feels like there's biases against Maya because she's had 2 two matches since the Mercedes match that have just been average at best on here, especially on the AEW scale. And now it feels like if you go back and watch the Mercedes match, like you're almost you're going to let that creep in to it when it shouldn't, because these matches took place afterwards, you know? Like I don't think that's fair to the match and to and maybe Dave won't. Maybe he can one track mind this thing, but the fact that it's taken him a month to watch this match, you know, doesn't give me a whole lot of hope.
He ain't gonna do it, and it's gonna be great.
There's always next week, folks. There's always next week.
What happens when you run out of weeks?
Well, I don't know. What can you do?
Amazing. Question for Joel: was Jeff Hardy bigger than Obama in 2008 Canada? Yes, just for you, Zeno Hour. Yes, it's true. Jeff Hardy was always bigger.
I think Jeff Hardy said that, didn't he?
He did. He did say he was bigger than Obama.
Sure.
Good for him. You know what? That's fine. Yeah. All right. What are we doing? Yeah, Brian is making fun of Dave on the air about this whole.
As he should. I'm saying Brian should just sit down
and dedicate 25 minutes during Observer Radio.
Yes. Dead air for 25 minutes as Dave watches this match. I guarantee people would find that more enthralling and entertaining than, and I think Dave and Brian are very entertaining, but they would get more out of that than whatever they were going to talk about. Hey, let's talk about the New Japan stuff. Like, let's talk about CMLL. Like, I guarantee people would get more out of dead air for 25 minutes as Dave watches this match.
Dave, Brian's gonna be like, I'm gonna go take a break, and we're gonna put the camera just on you. And Brian's gonna be amazed. He's gonna be so happy to take a break, and he's gonna make Dave just sit there and watch it. He's gonna tie him to a chair, put a glass of water with a straw next to him, and say, like, if you need something, here it is, and that'll be that. Vinny will come by and feed him chips while he watches the match, and then at the end of it, we'll get a live rating. It's great.
I'm once again going to tweet Brian and let him know that. Hello, Brian Alvarez. It appears there is still no rating for Maya and Mercedes. Yeah, Ospreay and Moxley got 5 stars. Or Ospreay, Moxley, Bucks got 5 stars.
Of
there
course,
you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I didn't look. Aggregation accounts are now picking up that their star ratings, so we need to aggregate star ratings. It appears there's still no rating for Maya Mercedes. Please dedicate 25 minutes of Observer Radio for Dave to watch this match. You will be an hero. Thank you.
An hero?
An hero, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
It's not an hero, but sure.
No, it's an hero.
No, it's a hero.
No, it's an hero.
What is this? Stop it.
What? People who know.
Not doing this bit.
It's not a bit.
Okay.
People in the chat, I'm correct on an hero, right?
An hero sounds like a superhero.
An hero.
Like AN space hero.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's an hero.
It's a hero.
No, it's not.
This is a MySpace meme.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, D. Jefferson, that I know ball. Thank you.
Yeah,
All you other people in the chat know absolutely no ball.
Yes, we get it, except it's just a bad old MySpace meme.
I don't care. That's my gimmick, brother.
Bad old MySpace meme, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good stuff.
It's an hero. We're not doing a hero.
Coward.
No,
Breaking news. SiriusXM busted open is live in Minneapolis. Never thought I would see them there, but they are in fact there with their big WWE Radio SiriusXM booth, and everyone looks so happy.
all of you guys, it's a hero, and you're trying to explain grammar to me like I don't write for a living.
Oh, I've seen some of your errors.
Fair, honestly. Fair.
Yeah, Ken's very happy they got a press pass. I thought it was touch and go for a minute, but I'm very, very glad they got their way. What they do.
I realize grammatically it's a hero. Let me get my memes and my jokes off.
You're going to get so many people just getting on you for an hero.
No, I'm probably not. People are going to be like, oh, Jeremy knows ball. Or I haven't seen that meme in forever.
I don't know about that.
So I guarantee.
There are 14-year-olds using that platform. You think
Well, I don't listen to them, so I don't care.
That's fair. That's true. What gimmick?
I'm about the bits here, Joel. I do not care what people. You know this about me, Joel. I mute these tweets when I find that idiots are going to invade them.
That is valid.
Oh, I don't care about if they're gonna correct me on this. I'm just doing jokes. I'm doing bits around here. I discovered you can like schedule text. You guys heard about this?
Yeah, that is something you can do.
Yeah. I didn't know about this until like yesterday. And then my wife regretted that she told me about this because so she went to the store and she went to one store and the grocery store's right next to it and we had groceries to pick up. And she's like, oh, I'll try to remember to pick up the groceries. And I'm like, okay. So I took her phone and I scheduled an alarm to go off every 5 minutes in her phone that just said like get groceries. So for every 5 minutes for legitimately like 40 minutes, an alarm went off that said go get groceries. And on top of that, I scheduled a text to go to her for every 5 minutes that said go get groceries. So every 5 minutes for 40 minutes, she's in the store and her phone's going off with an alarm and she's getting a text from me to get groceries. She remembered to get groceries, so clearly the bit worked. But the fact that I can like schedule text now and do this to send these reminders, bad news. Because now I'm gonna probably annoy her, but that's par for the course.
Par for the course.
Yeah,
That's
when
right.
it comes to these things.
Do you want to see the Club WWE exclusive merchandise?
No, I don't care.
We did merchandise for AEW. We have to be fair and balanced.
Okay.
Courtesy of our pal Joey Carney. The John Cena Farewell Minnesota Championship replica belt, $700. Purple, you can't
Wasn't all this like already on sale?
Who knows? This one, this towel looks like we're doing Lakers over here.
Yeah, it is. Like I'm pretty sure it says Minnesota, but that's definitely Lakers. Yeah, they just rebranded this. 100%. This is a rebrand of the Lakers stuff.
So keep in mind that John Cena, they did a spot with him where he said, there were a bunch of towns I didn't get to go to when I was retiring and making a lot of money off of the merch that we were co-opting for you. So we're doing 17 new places, including Minnesota this week. And it's all going to be exclusively on Club WWE. So yes, it looks like they basically repurposed a lot of some of these colors. And here we are. That's one. That's page one, the John Cena stuff. This is the exclusive.
Oh, Jensen wants this so bad.
Club WWE down the sleeve and Club WWE logo on the front. Cody Rhodes black and white zip windbreaker jacket.
How much is that?
I don't see a price on it. That's upsetting.
Yeah, Jensen needs that. Jensen's gonna see that and he's gonna ask somebody in Club WWE to buy that for him.
I'm gonna guess like $150.
That's way too much.
Well, so is everything here. There is a bunch of Club WWE specific merch. And these are ugly.
Those look terrible.
This is awful. This is like AI generated garbage. Look at this one. The Club WWE with the block logo and then the written stuff. And that's on the back. The front is just this, the logo. $35 for both of those. There's two more here that are even worse. Here we go. The Club WWE Minnesota. What is this?
What does that have to do with Minnesota?
You were there, I guess.
Oh.
It doesn't even say I was there. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that sucks.
For $125, the executive zip-up jacket.
It's a giant Club WWE logo on the back, sure.
Club WWE logo on the back. Incredible.
All right.
Hold on. Was there anything more? I think there was more. Oh, there we go. Yep, you got a club hoodie. We're gonna actually just get this the bigger one. Here we go. The club, and it even says exclusive 2026. How lazy! $65. This is American, by the way. A tote bag that you can get at your local Pier 1 without the logo for $40. It's $20 at Pier 1. And what was the last thing here? Oh, a white shirt, because of course. Well, it's not even white. It's a long sleeve sweater, I guess. Tan.
I mean, that'd be nice if it didn't say like Club WWE on it. There's like a nice little tan sweatshirt. Like that looks cool.
$65.
I don't actually mind the like logo, like the thing on the back. I wouldn't, Club WWE. Like I don't mind like the font and the design of that. I just had no desire for it to say like Club WWE. That sounds terrible, honestly. I was wondering about this, Vold. So like Maxine Dupree's doing like a Pilates class, and Kit Wilson's doing some gimmick, and a bunch of other people are doing some gimmicks. Do we think they get like paid for this stuff?
No. We're giving you opportunities. These are things that you can use in your future when you decide what you want to do after WWE has given you all the opportunities that we think you deserve. So monetize now, because we're monetizing on you.
Yeah.
Astral Panda. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But yeah, it was not. It's not good stuff, and the prices are ridiculous. Okay. From the Observer on the Jacques Rougeau stuff, the reason the ceremony didn't have a video is because Jacques told AEW to take care of that. He gave them a video to play. Unfortunately, the video was too long, had footage that AEW did not have the rights to, music that AEW didn't have the rights to, and some AI stuff in it that AEW didn't want to use. There was no way it could be used, and now it's the day of the show with no time to do anything else, so there was no video. Multiple sources said Jacques was throwing a tantrum backstage over that. He was told by one AEW official to calm down or they'd have to kick him out. God bless. I love it.
Dude, that rules.
This is just fantastic.
That absolutely rules. That Jacques like, here, play this like 30-minute video with footage that's gonna get you kicked off the air and a bunch of AI garbage. I hope it was just all. I assume it was just like all Jacques and my brothers and father were there
100%.
as well.
Hello, Lawrence, now in the chat for this. I wish they had played that video. Now he's gonna release it on some YouTube channel and like try to monetize it.
I want Tony to release it.
Let's ask Tony about it.
Hold on, let me find the Jacques thing. I'll message. Right. I'll message
our pal Bob O'Neill has clipped it. He put it on his Twitter. The part from the Observer.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just take his screenshot. Sorry, O'Neill.
Play it on Dynamite. It'll be part of the overrun for Mexico.
All right, hold on.
Wow, so stupid.
All right.
Could you imagine showing up with an entire like flake ass video and being told no, absolutely not. We can't use any of this.
Saying hello, Tony Khan. Release the Jacques cut.
The Jacques cut.
Yeah.
Oh, why is there 15 minutes of NFL footage? Did the MLB give you express written consent to use this?
Oh, that rules.
It's so rules. Perfectly. There you go. You just found out the reason the buy-in only had one match. So they were expecting the video.
Yeah. Jacques thought he was about to play a 40-minute video for him.
I need to see this video. This is now more important than when they unearthed the Tom McGee video.
Yeah.
This is release. We need to release the Jacques video.
That rules.
Oh, it sounds so good. Anyway. All right, should we talk about TNA?
No, why? That sounds terrible.
Well, unfortunately, our guest looks like he has not arrived and will not be arriving. Although it's almost 11:30, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's almost 11:30. So
could be in the Midwest.
3 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he's in Illinois. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he's in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
God, that's amazing. Did it end with 20 minutes of a game he was recording to the tape? Just let it play to the end. Oh God. Anyway, TNA was last night. I'm
Allegedly.
allegedly is right. Unfortunately, it was there and it was live. And no, LeBron was not there. I'm sorry to tell you. I know that coward LeBron James couldn't take 20 minutes out of his day to go and sit for a match that, wait, what's that? It wasn't live? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Where do you want to start? The show was garbage. The tops and tails, okay? The first match on the card and the last match, the main event, were fantastic. They were excellent matches. Hotch and Ali over-delivered. I've been saying that Jason Hotch deserves this moment for a long time. I'm glad he got it. Ali was the right person to have that match against. It was, excellent match. Go out of your way to watch it. They did a wonderful job playing up Hotch as this loving babyface, this white meat babyface, and on top of that, they did a good job of getting you to bite on near falls. It was really, really well done. If you thought that was your favorite match across two shows, I wouldn't argue with that. It was a very, very well done match. So shout out to Hotch and to Ali. Good stuff. They'll probably run it back in the cage at Lockdown in August. So get ready for that. And then the tag match that opened the show with Edwards and Alexander against Souza and Slater was also very good. But again, it was all about pinning Cedric Alexander, who's the X Division champion, and having Leon Slater challenge him to a match in the cage, which again, expected, and they're going to do that. So otherwise, again, the tag match was very good. The wrestlers know how to wrestle, and the main event was very good. They did a great job with finding the drama in the match. So I don't know if you have anything to add about the good of TNA last night.
No.
That's fine. Unfortunately, outweighed by that is literally everything else on the card. So once again, I said this on the crossover from the post show. I'm out. I'm done. I'm taking August off. I'm not doing the lockdown post show. I'm not doing any post shows for August for TNA. There's nothing for me to get invested in. It's been god awful storytelling ever since. This stuff with LeBron left a bad taste in my mouth because it was just so incredibly carny, and the fact that they got a twofer out of this, because originally this was something Jeremy and I talked about, where and I talked about it in our staff chat too. When they originally announced the matches, Jeff Hardy versus Nick Nemeth, they were announcing it for Thursday and it was for the title, and people started running with it as if that was going to be the live episode main event. And I said, no, hold on. That match is not being pushed as live. They normally will hit you over the head multiple times, TNA will, on their socials to tell you that is the live show match that you have to be there for. Then instead, they got all convoluted and said, it's on Thursday, come and check it out. It'll probably be at some point. And they never committed to anything. And then they did the LeBron thing. And the LeBron thing pushed the expectations even further that they were going to do this match for the title. And of course, people who are smart, people who knew that there was no chance LeBron James was going to show up to this event. It's TNA. Like, it's not, if he's invited to a WWE event, he, probably won't show unless a truckload of money is sent to him first. And even then, it's like, am I in that town that day? So there was that. And then they didn't run that title match. They played it actually, but they did the match before they went live for the taping. So basically, they taped at least 2, maybe 3 matches out of order before they went live for Impact, and that was that. So that was one thing. They announced that they're doing a rematch for the Elegance against the Demon Bunny for the women's tag titles, for the Knockouts tag titles, which is hilarious because when Demon Bunny won, they cut babyface promos talking about how they're going to defend against all comers, but unfortunately in TNA there are no comers. It's just the Elegance. So they're doing the same matches over and over again, including last night where they had a tag title match, but where's Rosemary? We can't find Rosemary. Is she dead? Who knows? She's already dead. So Allie had to go off on her own to do the match, and she gets herself disqualified because the Elegance is all trying to introduce belts. By the way, no Ash by Elegance last night. So the other members of the Elegance is trying to get
Rosemary last night.
No Rosemary last night. No Moose last night. No Bear Bronson last night. Where's Uha Nation? Remember him? He wasn't there either. So there was that. So instead, Allie gets herself disqualified because she's going nuts because she can't find Rosemary and blah, blah, blah. She's a demon bunny. So, or she's the bunny part. So either way, she gets disqualified. So now they're going to put the match in the cage, quote unquote, if Rosemary shows up. Because again, there are no Knockouts tag teams. There's just 2. They haven't used any of the tournament that they're doing for the Knockouts TV titles to form any tag teams out of that from the losers or do anything. They haven't. Instead, all they've done is potentially lose one of these semi-main eventers or semi-finalists and finalists in Mara Sade, because she is a free agent and she has been speaking with multiple companies about potentially coming in, not just TNA. And she was probably supposed to be a finalist against Indy Hartwell for that TV title. So she's allegedly going to be wrestling tonight on the tapings. She has been advertised. So we'll see come bell time what happens there. And on top of that, they've also developed a knockouts world title match out of this lockdown. It's not official, but they're going to do Elena Black and Xia Brookside probably in the cage. They've turned Elena Black by shaking Wendy Chu's hand, and now they're friends.
Yeah, I thought she was a heel.
She is a heel. She is a heel. She's only been a heel. She hasn't been a babyface since she was Cora Jade with a skateboard, and now for the last 2 years at least, probably 3, she's been a heel. And now they're trying to make her a babyface again. So okay. So Elena Black is going to get the shot against Xia Brookside. But first they're doing Wendy Chu versus Xia Brookside tonight at the tapings. I mean, that'll be a fun match, but don't expect Wendy Chu to win. So there is that. The match with Thea Hale and Indy Hartwell was dog shit. I'm sorry. We love Thea Hale here, but that match
wasn't Thea's fault.
It wasn't Thea's fault. It was not a good match. They wrestled underwater. It was not good. Not literally. You just know what it looks like when two people look like they don't know their footing. And Indy Hartwell won, and that was that. So there you go. Thea can go back to losing on NXT instead, and not getting
teaming with Jada Parker on NXT.
And she'll probably lose. That's right. Oh, maybe who's she facing? Natty and no, Natty's the final boss. So the other two, Carmen and Nikita.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, all right. So Carmen will get pinned because she's not the Evolve champion. And what am I missing? Oh, and now they want to fire Harley Hudson on the show.
Yeah, that was
fucking stupid. Absolutely.
Something.
Yeah. Fucking stupid is what it is. So the story is that Harley Hudson's a big old loser, even though she won Gut Check and got a contract and has been employed by them. And they also told her to come, and they use this as part of the story. Why don't you move overseas? Come, basically move to Orlando and come join us full time, or whatever that means for TNA. And she did. She is living stateside. She is relocated to Orlando, and now they're trying to play up this story where oh, she's just a big old loser, and I'm trying to trim the fat because the office wants me to. And this is Daria Ray, the Suet, saying, we're gonna fire her. And Santino Marella is like, no, you can't fire her. She's too good. We made her. She relocated for us. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? So now the story, because they've been losing people for the last month in real life, is TNA is going to fire people that they've already not been firing. So, yeah. So the only thing you can do with the Harley Hudson story is you can have her win a match and then challenge the Suat to a match where the Suat loses and therefore gets fired. At best, that's the story you can tell. It's lazy. It's disappointing, and nothing has changed. Tommy Dreamer was still a massive problem with their booking, but it's very clear that nothing's really improved since Tommy's left. And I don't know who's come in to replace him, because there has been no talk about whether or not Brian James is officially part of that team or not. So there's that. I'm sure there's something that, they did a weird thing with, so Skylar is now enamored with boobs, and that's Mila Moore had a I don't know, push-up bra on under her attire. And he looked at her boobs and forgot what he was supposed to go tell the rest of Order 4. And shout out to Jack Vaughn. He was one of the security guys for all these segments, and he is the most out of place person to put in a suit, because he's got this big ass handlebar mustache and his big horn rimmed glasses, and he's bald headed, and he just looks so out of place, but it was so perfect. Jack Vaughn was one of the security guards. Anyway, episode was absolutely fucking dog shit, and the Hardys come out. How could I forget this? Because it's now the main event of Lockdown. The Hardys and the Nemets are going to have a tag team match for the tag titles at Lockdown. Presumably, that's the main event. So the TNA World title will not be on the line at Lockdown unless they suddenly make the change that, if Nick Nemeth gets pinned, then whoever pins him is going to be the world champion, basically setting up the fact that Ryan Nemeth is in fact going to get pinned because the Hardys are too busy having a self-aggrandizing jerk-off fest in the ring, talking about how they're the GOATs, how they're the ones who brought AMC to TNA, how they're the ones who are the greatest of all time because they got into a lake that's on their property that gave them GOAT powers, and Jeff Hardy is still doing the Antichrist gimmick for another week. So that's where we're at, and I am out because it's absolutely dumb as fuck to watch this. Shout out to Jody Threat and Jada Stone. Match was good. It wasn't great. I like Jody. Obviously, we like Jody on this show, but yeah, Jada Stone is someone they want to invest in, and I approve of that. I just wish that somewhere in a world they would have figured out that Jody Threat could be a really fun, wild baby face for this show. But yeah, that's where they're at. They don't care, so why should I?
I don't believe
the Hardys are heels. The Hardys are baby faces. The Hardys are considered to be baby faces, but they're sitting in the ring and they're talking about how they're the goats and how they're so great. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
I don't believe you're done until you're actually done.
I mean, there are other things that might lead me to be done, but this is one thing that is, I'm done for August for sure. For this entire pay-per-view build, I have zero interest and I have zero reason to want to do it.
No, like that's completely fair. Like, I watched this show last night, sadly. I had the dual screen going on. My attention was way more on AEW because I could possibly care about TNA. But I did catch, especially the second hour of TNA, because AEW was over by that point. I don't understand this. Like, we gotta cut somebody. I think this is a terrible thing to do in pro wrestling when real cuts and real releases are a thing. Like, if your gimmick idea or your story idea is, hey, this person sucks, we should release them, get a new writing team. Like, everybody on that writing team has to be fired if that's the best you got. Everyone knows it is a scripted show at this point. You are not getting heat. I know Triple H is going to be mad at me because he wants the fans to have passion about the wrestlers and not the writing. You're not getting heat on Daria for saying this. No one's going to be like, Daria is such a terrible person for saying this. No, everyone's going to be like, why are we doing this story? Why are they putting this story on television? And this is their best idea. Why do they think it's a good idea to do this kind of story? And this is nothing new with TNA, by the way. They literally do Feast or Fired, where they're firing somebody every single year, or once a year, once every other year. However often they do this. Like, it's a stupid story to like want to fire one of your talents. It's extremely, extremely dumb. If you want to have like a better reasoning for it and you want to turn it into a story, there's been stories throughout wrestling history of like, hey, you kind of are losing a lot of matches and the wrestler's like, you know what, if I can't win this match, then I should just quit or whatever. You can do that. If the wrestler says like, hey, if I keep losing, I don't belong here, type of thing. All right, there's a story there. But for the management person to just be like, we're not getting return on investment on this person. They're losing a lot and we're not getting any return on investment. We should just release them. Like, what? This is a real thing that happens to people. The return on investment stuff. Well, that's why a lot of people do get released, unfortunately.
This is their whole thing with the Hardys too. It's just like, we pay them a buttload of money, so we have to go trot them out and tell them how amazing they are and then keep them up until 5, 6 in the morning signing autographs.
Just an idiotic story. Again, everyone knows it's scripted. So everyone knows, hey, if you want to get more out of Harley Hudson, you just book her more and you have her win matches. I don't remember the last time Harley Hudson wrestled on television.
She had a match against Jody a couple of weeks ago, and it was a good match, and Jody won.
Okay, sure. But it's not like she's a prominent figure. Yeah, no shit, you're not getting return on investment on her. She's barely on TV. Like, you're not doing anything with her. I just think anytime someone does a let's fire this person gimmick is extremely, extremely stupid. If you're going to do it, which you shouldn't, set it up in a better way, make it make sense, and not just the person is backstage like, we don't have return on investment, let's just fire them from their contract. I got to go to the board of directors, and they're going to tell me that this person needs to be fired. Like TNA is some publicly owned company that AMC is like, you know what? This spreadsheet here, this person's making too much and we're not getting enough. Like AMC's TKO out here. Just extremely, extremely dumb.
Sorry,
That was
I misspoke. Harley's last match was against Thea Hale in the Knockouts title,
okay. All right. Well,
and
she
then
did lose that match.
and she had a match against Zaya Brookside in June at the tapings in Denver. So she's losing. She's losing all the time. She has
Yeah.
not lost.
Which fine if the gimmick is that like she's a loser and she needs to like fight to save her job. Again, I don't think this is good, but I don't even think it should be she's on like the chopping block type of thing. Just do a hey, you know, this person keeps losing a lot. We need to see more. Not like your job is being threatened, just we need to see more out of this. And that's that. Or maybe you need to retire. Maybe you're just not cut out to be a pro wrestler because you keep losing this much. I don't love this, mind you. I'm just trying to come up with other ways of we don't need to explicitly state we're going to cut this person.
Yeah. Someone's MCAS saying the ratings have been good lately. That's crazy. I mean, that's on the backs of two things. One, they did an entire Dark Side of the Ring TNA 3-parter, and the other thing was they did the Righteous Deletion, and that also added to it. They've been pushing it hard, and now they're really pushing the LeBron thing, or they did push it. So we'll see if that did anything. But I think after last night's show, if you watched it again, it proves two things. One, carny as fuck, and two, it proves that TNA really sucks at doing live shows. Every time they do a live show, it turns out to be not good. This is probably the best live show they've done, but the bar is in hell.
The Nick Nemeth, Jeff Hardy thing, they do this every live taping where they announce a bunch of matches and it's like, hey, this match is going to take place on this day. And because the show is live that day, you're thinking like, oh, okay, this is a live show. This is going to be as part of the live show. And I thought that was the case when they announced Jeff and Nick originally. That was the first match announced for these tapings, is Jeff and Nick. It's like, okay, that's going to be on the July 30th episode of Impact. And then they made it seem like it was going to take place this week, like last week, but I guess they didn't because they didn't have like the graphic and stuff for it. But then they did the whole LeBron thing of like, hey, LeBron, show up and you know, present the title. And that definitely made it seem like this was going to be on the live show, because why would you want LeBron to show up for a taped match? But TNA. And then it didn't air live, and it's in 2 weeks, which, by the way, it was taped before the show. So when they announced like, hey, this match is going to take place in 2 weeks, the crowd already knew that the match had happened and knew the result. So it's not like they could get super excited for it. It was like, oh, yay, this match that we've already seen is being announced for 2 weeks from now.
They were confused in the crowd.
Yeah.
These were dark matches.
Which I don't know why they would think that.
This is the first time that they have done a live show on the East Coast. And I've mentioned this before. The other live shows were on the West Coast, so they started earlier, so they were able to tape afterwards to keep kind of canon. And they didn't have that this time because they're in Philly. So the show ran 9 to 11 p.m. and they weren't going to start taping at 11 p.m. for the second show. So instead of being forthright with the audience and saying, hey, we're going to do we're going to tape out of order, they just said, hey, stay for dark matches, and it's these special matches. And it's like, well, you're going to use them, so they're not dark, they're matches that you're airing later on. That's outside of canon for tonight. This is the same thing that I went through with Joe Hendry in our interview, where I know we brought it up a billion times, but like, this was different at the time when Joe was involved and they were taping out of order to get to this. They were filming a bunch of stuff for Bound for Glory at the time, and for Slammiversary. Rebellion. I'm thinking of time.
Who cares?
The time framing is important, but because it was WrestleMania week, and they were doing a show WrestleMania week that was live, and that was the Unbreakable show, and that was outside of the canon of the rest of their taping schedule. So I was asking Joe, like, what does that do to creative? And of course, I got the stupid kayfabe answer, because for some reason they think that they need to keep that kayfabe, despite the fact that we know it's a tape show. The spoilers are out there. I'm not asking you to give up the answers of what happened, in the show or in the match. I'm asking you to tell me, like, how does that change the way you tell your stories or the way that you tape a show? But instead, they just want to, play kayfabe 80s and pretend that, it's a dark match, we're not going to air it. It's like, but you are going to air it. We know you are going to air it. You're just hoping that the rubes don't think so, because you want to feel better about yourselves.
the taping stuff is egregious. And this was really egregious last night to make it seem like the match was taking place. It is like, I understand you got to sell live tickets and everything. So, all right, you want to try to draw the live crowd in because you're getting Jeff Hardy and Nick Nemeth. And then watch the television the week before to see what we announce for next week, and that's what's going to be on the television show. But then we're also going to promote this show online, or promote this match online to make it seem like it's happening on this day, even though it's not. You got to just be more clerical with this stuff. Like,
Yep.
you have to almost explicitly say, this is part of the live episode. This will be taped for the audience. Don't even put live in there. Just, this will be taped for the audience. This is part of the live episode, though, because you had a lot of people thinking, myself included, you had a lot of people thinking that this Jeff Hardy Nick Nemeth match was last night, especially when you did the whole LeBron thing, which they obviously knew was bullshit, because imagine if LeBron actually showed up to this.
Oh, they wrote an entire AJ Francis segment where he buries the fact that LeBron doesn't want to come to Philly, which is what I told you they would do, by the way. And they did it. So, yeah.
But imagine if LeBron actually showed up to this. I mean, you got to switch plans at that point, right? Like, you got to basically say, oh, we're doing Jeff Hardy and Nick Nemeth tonight. You're not going to hold off this LeBron appearance for 2 weeks. No one's going to care. I mean, they probably would because it's LeBron. But the footage and stuff would be out there by then. Like, you're not actually going to capitalize off the buzz you created this week 2 weeks from now if LeBron had actually showed up. They just do such little things like this that continue to just burn goodwill with the fan base. And look, I'm glad that the viewership is up. I hope it continues to go up. You know, it's better when wrestling is better, but they continue to just burn their goodwill with this stuff.
Yeah. Ryan got a response from Amy Garcia. We'll talk about that in a second. Because so apparently Ryan and his partner know Amy from other things. And I wrote out, I was like, hey, Amy, you want to come to the show? You want to come on our show and talk about that moment? And he sent the tweet to Amy, and the response was, quote, was there to promote Dead City, had fun at the show, and with the moment with Ryan Nemeth, where she tossed a drink in Ryan Nemeth's face. She ain't talking about what the other thing was that really put her on screen, and that was probably the best photo that you'll ever see at a wrestling event that was completely unintentional. Where is it? I got it here. There it is. It's also oh my God, 100 things, so I got to take things off of our screen now.
Don't delete any of my stuff. I don't care about the other stuff.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, we got 2 dog photos of Lady Frost. You definitely want to see that interview with Lady Frost because we did ask about the dog. It was very funny. Here we go. The wolves too. So Amy was on screen being introduced earlier in the night, and she pulls this guy into, and he's got a WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. That's fine. They're partners. Shout out to the guy in the back who's got the ECW Barely Legal shirt. That thing rules. And also, this gentleman's wearing a certified titty inspector t-shirt. Jeremy and I both clocked it, which was hilarious. And there was no better way. So we all asked, hey, Amy, you want to explain this on the show? She doesn't. And Jeremy, you are a resident titty inspector. Would you like to talk about this?
This popped me so much.
Hold on. People have been quote tweeting because I put it on Blue Sky as well, and it's taken off. One of the quote tweets was from fan favorite David Bixen's fan, and Bix was, I can't figure out if I want the context for this or not.
No context.
I gave him the context.
And the context is that's what the shirt, that's what the dude showed up wearing.
Do you think he turned to Amy afterwards and said, ma'am, I'm here to do my job?
I used that on my wife last night. She was changing, and I just looked at her. I was like, I'm certified, right?
It's certifiable at best.
It works.
Sure.
This shit was so funny. That a like what? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, you know. It doesn't really matter that this dude showed up with this shirt and they put it on screen. Like, who cares? But it was hilarious, and this was the biggest talking point, more or less. Coming, this guy, I got way too many likes on this. I woke up. This shit's at like 6,000 likes on my Twitter. I didn't even use the good photo. I used the one where it covers up Titty Inspector.
Yeah, I immediately we posted it at almost exactly the same time too, which was hilarious.
Yeah, you had a worse caption than me. You just said the shirt,
Sure.
and I also got more pull than you do.
That's fine.
But yeah, mine was just his shirt says certified titty inspector. And
Well, he was at a TNA show. He was doing half.
yeah. This ruled. It's the best thing about the show. It's like the FBI shirts, female and body inspector shirts. That's what it made.
There's all these Spencer's, shirts.
I'm not gonna lie. I went on Amazon so quickly to see if I could get a shirt here in time. But I couldn't get one until Saturday. And because of that, I was like, oh man, I'm not, it's like $18. I would have 100% paid for it if I could get it here today, but not getting it until Saturday. And then I'm not really going to be on the show next week. Like the bit ruin, or the shirt loves, jeez. The shirt loses some charm and timeliness by the time I wear it, potentially for 2 seconds on Monday. So the fact that I couldn't get it here today, I was like, no, never mind. I don't only look for this one, which I found, but there's like multiple certified titty inspector shirts. I checked like all of them to see how quickly I could get one, and I couldn't get one until Saturday. But I tried, folks. That's why I at least went with the background to pay honor to this hero this man.
Jill saying that says it all about TNA. This was the best part of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, to us, again, that main event was fantastic, but yes, this was the moment.
Cares.
Better than anything else. Just, oh, God damn it.
Yeah. This ruled. This man, he needs to be at every show, honestly. I need him to be the TNA green shirt guy. I need certified titty inspector to be the TNA guy and just show up front row every show, be on screen, like, oh, yep, certified titty inspector's there.
Folks, I have some breaking news. This is very important. Ken Bruno has directed me that Club WWE did drop some new merch. Here it is.
Certified Club WWE titty inspector.
It's even got the logo on the back, on the bottom, so you know
it's true. Yeah,
that's how you know. Oh, Ken, you're the best. We appreciate you.
Amazing.
Oh, God dang it.
I love this dude. I need him at every show. Front row, every show. If not, you got to capitalize on this.
You do.
Yeah. TNA sucks at that, but they need to.
Ricky Sosa will be...
cares?
He'll be in Toronto tomorrow.
Who cares? Where's the certified titty inspector going to be? That's all anybody cares about.
Tony Khan fears the titty inspector. Do you imagine? I was fearing for my life.
We all should fear the titty inspector. He's certified, though.
He's certified. He makes sure that everyone's titties are inspected and inspectable. God, amazing. AJ Francis was entertaining last night, but yes, he at one point did a backstage thing where he's collecting money for expressions, and he's being all like megachurch preacher, and it's very funny. And then he sees how much money he gets. He's like, "This is bullshit." And then he walks up to Hometown Man, which is a gimmick that unfortunately.
Why is Joel trying to review the rest of this show?
Well, no, this is Hometown Man. He asked Hometown Man for money, and basically Hometown Man says, "I'm a drunk brokey," because he has no money and he's got a huge tab at a bar. And like, I'm sitting there like, this is Hometown Man lore. He's just a drunk broke ass who wears a mask. I guess he is from Northern Ontario, but either way, yeah, that was, that's all I needed to add about TNA. That was it. certified titty inspector.
Learn how the show peaks, Joel. You just went Osprey and Swerve doing too much
I
shit.
know what I did. I know
at
what
the
I
end
did.
there.
I regret nothing. I did what I did. I know what I'm doing. I did what TNA did.
We want to be better than TNA.
Nah, do we?
Yes, we do, actually.
Oh, that's fair. Someone earlier in the chat was just like, "You guys can't wait until AEW buys you so that you show your real bias and I can point it out to you." And I'm like, I really hope that you're trolling us. You got to go way up in the chat.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Hey, man.
Okay.
We want wrestling to be good. We do, but
no, we don't.
We want wrestling to be successful for money for the wrestlers.
I don't want wrestling to be good at all. It's
I want wrestling to shut down
fun
tomorrow.
When it sucks.
I want wrestling to end tomorrow and for us to never have to talk about it ever again.
Well, that sounds bad because then I'd be out of a job. So
go back to MMA, you troll.
That sounds way worse. That sounds
way worse. That's true. Yeah,
wrestling's not great, but wrestling or MMA is far worse.
You don't want to do the 30-second challenge or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, what was that all about?
They got 30 freestyle amateur wrestlers, and they're going to participate in a 30-second tournament to crown the best amateur. Basically, Invicta FC doesn't have any dates on the docket, so they're their fighters to work.
Yeah, that I was like, oh, this tournament. Like, I guess it's cool if you're into that because it's from the dude who did Pinks. My dad loved the Pinks because it was basically like Fast and Furious. It's actually a pretty cool show. I watched it all the time with him. But I'm cool with like seeing cars racing and stuff. Watching like amateur wrestlers just go for a takedown in 30 seconds seems like it kind of sucks. But I'm sure someone will enjoy it.
Someone.
Not me. I'm not gonna watch it.
Are you excited for
unless the titty inspector's there? Then I'll watch it.
SummerSlam is this weekend.
Who cares?
There might be titty inspectors there. You just have to go and cop the shirt from Club WWE. If you can't find it, go find someone at Club WWE and ask them and show them that photo from our show today. So I got a very funny comment on something. I'll tell you afterwards. They've got 34,000 tickets out for Saturday.
All right,
and
sure.
Sunday, I'm sure they have substantially less than that. 32. 32.
They'll drop the prices to $10 by the end of the night.
They'll paper the town by the end of SmackDown. So yeah, that's fun. Have fun with SummerSlam this weekend. So there you go.
Are we going to preview SummerSlam at all?
Oh, what? Are we? I don't know.
I don't know.
If ITW gets on the AW Podcast Network, I want Joel to make a Nothing is Changing video. I will. We will both do that.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We will 100% pair. Again, all they had to do was just shut the fuck up. Mist and the Observer, Road Dogg isn't to blame for the creative yet. Because he's not signed.
Yeah, apparently he's like not coming in. So
they don't have the money. What money are they going to give him?
I mean...
Well, they can give him Harley Hudson's contract, I guess. I don't know why they thought this was a thing. And then like that's again, Yuha Nation cannot be found.
None of these dudes can. Fabian Eigner's doing real well.
Oh, brother, he's part of the X Division chase off.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yeah, where's this AMC money? Don't ask Carlos. He'll probably tell you it's at Bill's house. Anyway, let's pull up the SummerSlam card. SummerSlam is a 2-night event. It starts tomorrow. Tonight is SmackDown. Who could possibly care? Because SmackDown's going to have it's going to be Baron Corbin explaining why he gets a U.S. title shot and Trick Willie saying, let's talk about it, and then proceed not to talk about it.
A hater of the Trick Williams.
Well, again, if they just promoted him as a character that's not a heel into parading as a babyface, then maybe we would. Blew the budget on his chair. That's right. He had to sit ringside. Liv Morgan and Io Sky will fight for the Women's World Championship. As ESPN told you all yesterday, if you were watching, Liv Morgan, 100 days.
That rolled.
0 defenses.
Dude, ESPN hates this company so bad.
They're doing the Oba strut, but they put someone in a big bodysuit. It's amazing. It's ridiculous. And it's so
everyone on ESPN is like, what the hell is going on here? Why are we talking about this?
They hate wrestling on ESPN.
They don't want to cover this shit at all. It's amazing how much that they dislike covering wrestling, which we probably should have seen coming, considering ESPN. Honestly, though, like ESPN has gone so far away from like sports coverage that it basically is sports entertainment, and they should love cover pro wrestling, but there's still like such a stigma about pro wrestling that it's like, why are we covering this? This isn't real, so we can't cover this. And so all of them just act like so appalled that they had to cover this, even though Stephen A. Smith is like the most pro wrestling person on that network. And you literally have McAfee on that network as well. I know he's contracted. He's not contracted.
He's contracted.
Whatever.
He does, yeah, exactly. You know,
whatever. Stephen A. Smith does have a contract talent. Like these dudes are told like First Take is a pro wrestling show. That's what it is. Like they pretend they cover sports on that show, but it's a pro wrestling show. But the moment they actually get pro wrestling, like they cannot stand the fact that they gotta cover this stuff.
You guys don't even like covering wrestling. Why would Dan Orlovsky? Oh, amazing.
I mean, in fairness, they're covering WWE, so that
they're getting paid to do it.
Sucks.
That's right.
Oh. It is hilarious when they try to promote it and like they don't know like anybody's names. I think it was Fowler. Chris Fowler's like John Cena when he's but John Cena's match. I was like, how do you not know of all the people's names to screw up? Like, I understand Cena is a wrestler, but he's also like one of the biggest stars in the world. So how do you not know that's John Cena? They hate covering this stuff. It's so funny. Yeah, when they did that graphic for Liv, like 0 title defenses in 100 days, it's like you didn't have to do that to her. Honestly, you didn't have to do that to her, but they did.
They did, because someone probably said something. Say something nice about Liv Morgan. She a champion? Yes. How long? 100 days. How many title defenses? Just put it up on the screen. Anyway, Liv Morgan and Io Sky have a match for her first title defense since WrestleMania when she won the title. Who's going to win this match?
Probably Liv, although it'd be hilarious if she held the title for that long and made 0 title defenses, but I imagine Liv's going to win.
Very TNA Knockouts title coded. Knockouts tag title coded if she dropped it first event, 100 days. Let's go.
Fun.
Hell in a Cell, Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar. This should be Oba's to win.
I think Brock's gonna win.
They've been pushing hard that Brock has never lost in the Cell. I feel like that's playing up to something.
Playing up to him winning, brother.
Honestly, when I did the Clash in Italy post show and people were up in arms that Oba lost, I was like, no, I get what they're doing. I understand it. Don't be upset in the match. Like, it served its purpose. If they do it this time and Brock wins, no, then I fully understand why people would be irate. So we'll see. We don't know what the first hour matches on ESPN are. Did they even? They're doing first hour on ESPN, right?
They haven't. Have they announced that?
I don't know. I was wondering if they've promoted it this time.
I don't remember them like even announcing it. In the past, they've at least announced it, but. Yeah, I don't even remember them like announce. I guess, can I check like the ESPN schedule?
You can check the schedule. You can probably check here. Yeah, it doesn't say first hour on the banners I'm seeing.
Yeah, countdown. Oh, it says countdown to SummerSlam's at 3, but it doesn't have like SummerSlam listed. So there's SummerSlam. They're doing SummerSlam stuff. They're even airing the Cody Rhodes interview with Tom Brady on ESPN on Saturday.
Oh, there you go.
So they're doing SummerSlam stuff, but it doesn't say that there's any like matches on there because the show starts at 6, and 6 o'clock on ESPN is E60. So this is on ESPN 2, which they're not doing anything on ESPN for SummerSlam Sunday. By the way, this is only on Saturday.
Are they doing an ESPN? Like, what's on ESPN during that time?
For Saturday or Sunday?
Both, I guess.
Well, I just said that E60 was on
Sunday
at 6 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday, they are doing a countdown show on Sunday from 3 o'clock to 6, and then 6 o'clock is Life in the W. So that's ESPN. I'm going to check ESPN 2 and see if they have anything.
And normally they'd be saying something about it.
Yeah, I don't think anything's on ESPN. Maybe you actually have to pay for ESPN Unlimited. Yeah, there's nothing. Cornhole's on at 6 o'clock on ESPN2, and ACC Huddle on Sunday. So I don't think there's any matches on ESPN this time.
Yeah, there's just the cards, and it says watch it on ESPN. I mean, now that they're integrated with YouTube TV, maybe that was their reason to not do a free anymore, because more people have access to.
I also don't like. I don't think the ratings were very good. Like I don't even think they released the ratings for the past couple of ones. They did for like Mania and stuff, but I don't remember seeing
that guy. So
I don't see any numbers. I haven't seen any numbers from the other shows with the first hour being on ESPN or ESPN2, and then I'm sure it wasn't helping with like the unlimited subs because you're only getting like a 2-hour show at that point. It's like, why am I going to pay for 4 matches? I've already seen 2 of them. Why am I going to pay for 4? So yeah, just put the whole show on. Put the whole show on ESPN Unlimited. Sure,
I'll be watching on Netflix because that is what I can do, and you can do it too if you use our nordvpn.com/Fightful. There's a free one.
I have ESPN Unlimited, so
yeah, that's fine. You've got other reasons for it, but people who are just watching it for wrestling, yeah, people who are just watching it for wrestling, just get Netflix internationally. It's so much better, so much easier. CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title.
I think Punk probably wins.
I think Punk should win. Let Cody go flounder some more. Wear his club WWE jacket.
Cody's going to be teaming with Danhausen by the end of August.
He'd love that. And then he could be like, you're my best friend. And then CM Punk will be like, fuck, he is.
I don't need them to feud over Danhausen. That sounds terrible.
Why? Danhausen likes putting things on a pole, so he says, put me on the pole. And then it's going to be Danhausen on the pole, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. Custody of Danhausen.
Stop it.
The Bellas, all 2 of them plus Paige, take on Fatal Influence, all 3 of them. 6-woman tag.
Probably the Bellas win. They don't like Fatal Influence that much.
That's fair. I mean, even though they are the women's tag title holders.
Yeah, who cares?
Or is this the match where do they wait till Monday to have the Bellas beat up Paige?
No, I don't think they're going to do that at all.
No, you think they got away from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you mean got away from it?
Well, everyone was kind of pushing the idea, but I guess because the tag titles are on someone else's shoulders.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people pushed it. I don't think it was ever going to be a thing.
All right. Well, then the Total Divas will exist. Gunther and Nick Aldis, 1-on-1. If Nick Aldis wins, he becomes a full-time WWE superstar, winning forever. Give him a title shot. If Gunther wins, Nick Aldis is a big old loser, and he's fired, I guess.
Nick Aldis is going to win.
Gunther should win, and then he should call out Brock, and we get to Gunther and Brock.
Nah. The Gunther train is past. They ruined him with all the Cody losses.
Wow.
Let's go with that young guy, Nick Aldis, who is younger.
He is younger
than everybody in the main event matches. So they should actually push Nick Aldis.
Right, it's time. He's excited. He was doing the media. He's done all of our pals. He did Chris Van Vliet, Nick Aldis. He's on it, baby. He's playing Aw Shucks baby face. I'll do whatever I want to do just to get my spot, brother. Brutus Magnus is back, baby.
Nick Aldis should win.
And finally, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Pew Pew, and Royce Keys. All right. Take on the Bloodline, the team of Jacob Fatu, Yadamin, and the Usos, Yeet, and whatever Jimmy does.
What?
What does Jimmy do?
This your warning shot!
That is, in fact, Jay once again.
Yeah. What is double up on Jay? Who cares about Jimmy?
Wow. What Big Jim? What happened to you?
He doesn't have a catchphrase. That's why he's not over.
That is fair. That is why he's not over.
Yeah. LA Knight's getting pinned. They hate that guy.
Poor LA Knight. You think once he'd get something. I mean, they pinned Royce Keys. Maybe it's going to be Royce Keys getting pinned again.
LA Knight's getting pinned.
Fair. Because then they're going to get to Royce Keys versus CM Punk for the world title at the next pay-per-view or something, right?
What?
Well, he called out Royce Keys as one of the people he wanted to fight.
Oh.
And that's usually what happens. He calls out people and they fight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that's night 1. Night 2, Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title. I think Baron Corbin should win.
I think he will, honestly.
Hell yeah, let's go. Trick Williams can figure out if he's a babyface or a heel while they're doing it.
It's the writing, Joel.
It is the writing, but we've been told that we have to invest in the characters, not the writing.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the writing is impactful to the characters or anything like that. Don't ask questions. Just wait until Unreal comes out, where everyone says, "Oh, Paul, you're so amazing. We love everything you did. It was incredible work. Oh, how can I be just like you?" Crunch his ice and he'll say, "It's what we do."
What if his aim just wasn't good? The very first time he shot him a Drake, he did it wrong. He didn't aim down enough. Today he's got to learn from those mistakes. What if his aim was just a little bit off here, Lawrence? So it just became a warning shot instead of, a headshot.
What is this? What's his face? Oh,
What?
What is this Dick Cheney commentary here?
I was quoting Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Dick Cheney shooting a guy in the face.
Pulitzer Prize winner Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, war winner Dick Cheney. Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, winner gets a number 1 contendership for the undisputed title.
Double DQ.
Double down DQ. Let's go. Triple threat. CM Punk, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor. Sami Zayn complains the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Danhausen, Dominic Mysterio, Human Money's on a poll. The winner will keep the $100,000 Danhausen stole from the Judgment Day.
I think Dominic will just win.
He should.
Because Danhausen doesn't have to get pinned.
Danhausen doesn't lose.
What a match this is. I'm very excited for it. He's going to curse it. Here's the finish, everybody. Okay, here's the finish. I'll give WWE's team credit for this type of finish. Dominic's going to be like climbing. He's gonna be on the middle turnbuckle because you don't need to really get to. Maybe you do, depending on the height of the pole. Anyway, Dominic's gonna be climbing. He's on the turnbuckle. He's gonna reach up for it. Danhausen's gonna go curse, and then the pole's going to fall forward. And then, go over Dominic's shoulder, and then the money's briefcase is going to go right into Danhausen's hand, who is in kind of in the middle of the ring. So it comes down and lands right into his hand. That's the finish here. All right?
All right, we'll see.
Just wait for it.
Right.
Just wait for it.
Everyone clip this and put it back for...
If this is correct, by the way...
Somebody's watching.
Tell me this is not the most far-fetched thing I've ever said either.
That's fair.
It sounds legit like they would do this.
Yeah, of course. Lightning's going to hit the pole. Well, Penta and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable gives everyone the clap and he wins, right?
Yeah, I assume Gable wins.
They're finally going to explain the clap. No. Hopefully they just ditch the clap come Monday. I mean, if you take enough, drugs. What is it? What kind of anti-retro? Anyway, it's fine. Chad Gable gives everyone the clap. The 5-way women's ladder match for the interim women's championship. Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, and the winner of tonight's Julia versus Lash Legend match. And spoiler alert, it's going to be a 6-way because they're going to add Nia Jax because she got screwed out of it twice, and she's going to plead her case to Adam Pearce and threaten him, and she's going to add him to the match. So Lash Legend's probably going to be in it.
Hashtag bow down.
Good luck with that. Some people think that Chelsea Green's going to win. Mm-hmm. I'd say some people are delusional.
I'd like it if Chelsea won, but no. Hashtag bow down.
She's not ready yet. She can't win, because then what? What do you do with her, right?
Hashtag bow down.
And finally, the main event for all the marbles, not mystery wrestling. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. The Shield lore comes to an end. The chair, the story, the magnitude of the moment. Seth Rollins saying, "You can't beat me. I'm a revolutionary." Anyway, and Roman Reigns, who will gaslight his way to a victory.
Knowledge tribal chief.
Could do that, I guess. The chair wins. That's fair. Well, that's SummerSlam, and we'll be back, SP3 and I, to talk about it on Monday. Jeremy will not be here because he's taking a week off, which I appreciate greatly on his behalf. Allegedly. Take the week off. Is there anything else that we need to talk about that we didn't talk about? We were right, by the way. It was Adam Copeland coming to MLP.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
That's cool. He's got Arena Mexico next week, and then he's got Maple Leaf Gardens, and then he's doing Wembley. So
Maple Leaf Gardens is afterwards, but yes.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, yeah. But I was just naming the venues. You're right. As far I did mess up the order, but good for him. Those are all places he wanted to go, and now he gets to wrestle in those places.
What family member debuts for Bloodline lore? Zilla, baby. Said with so much gusto.
They're just gonna bring back Tongaloa the goat, as they should.
Fair.
Yeah.
They won't. Anyway, everyone wants to release the Jacques cut on Twitter, which is as they should. Oh, they'll do it because Jacques needs to do it for himself.
All these cowards didn't tag Tony Khan though.
Fair. That's fair. All right. What was your moment of Thursday?
The certified titty inspector.
Yep.
That's the moment of the year.
Valid.
Like, what are we doing? That's it. That's the list.
That's it. I get it. I'll give it to Jason Hotch and Mustafa Ali. That was a great match.
You're not even going like Motor City. You're still going TNA, even though you hate TNA.
Motor City. No,
look at this guy.
They got rid of the music.
Look at this guy.
They got rid of the music. Can't get Boner City. Can't raise our fish. Like, what are we doing here? We had to promote Chris Sabin's band. Come on.
The amount of love he still has for TNA in his heart.
City.
He wouldn't even go TNA adjacent tag team.
No.
Look at this guy.
The Rascals being big losers. That's my moment of Thursday.
Obsessed with TNA is what you are, Joel.
I got to unprogram my brain for the next month.
Nah, that can't be that difficult.
Well, there ain't much left in there.
Yeah, exactly.
What did we accomplish today?
We're all certified city inspectors, everybody.
That's right.
That's all we accomplished today. And wedding rings and tattoos, I guess.
Yeah. Shout out to Jonathan Gresham. Great conversation we had with ourselves.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We'll get it figured out. Izzy did. We'll get it figured out. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, that's basically what we accomplished today. And it is Friday. Have you received your things for Friday?
I'm not getting ice dumped on me again, am I?
I mean,
not the bit.
That's up to your family to deal with.
That's not the bit here. After we did that, the tiny one's like, I want to dump ice on you. I was like, no.
Bless the tiny one.
We're not doing that.
She gets it.
Yeah. Like, no, we're not doing that. I hope Kevin Owens returns over the weekend. I mean, I don't know if he will, but like I hope he does. Love KO. He much needed life into this company.
Yeah, him and Randy coming back is being reported by the Observer, so we'll see.
Well, Randy, I don't know if he's going to inject much life, but
how
KO
dare you?
will.
He is the apex predator.
I like Randy, but I mean,
I get it.
He's no Kevin Owens.
Fair. Yes. All right. So Friday.
Mana, the final boss. And here we go. This is how good. Hey, Rock! Go fuck yourself!
And here we go.
I thought you were going to drink it out of the bottle for a minute.
No, I got to pour it. I got to do ice. I can't just go. I had a dream. I had a dream that like it tasted terribly. Like I drank like way more than I should have, and it was terrible. Ryan sent me the video of legend Hillary Duff drinking the Marlaw, and she said it was absolute garbage. And I was like, you can't disrespect the legend Lizzie McGuire like that by making her drink that nasty stuff. I think I still have the other bottle. Did I drink both bottles on the show?
Of
Marlaw.
Yeah, Malort.
Yeah.
Yes, you drank both of them.
I drank both. Okay, I couldn't remember. I don't remember how much I drank.
I think you mixed one, and the other one was.
No, I think I talked about mixing it, but then
you didn't.
We all agreed this was a bad idea, so right. I didn't.
Okay.
And there we go. I'm getting low-ish.
You're about halfway.
Over halfway.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, over halfway. I mean, I probably still got like another month and a half left of this shit, but yeah.
Tastes so good, you drink it terribly.
Getting there. I forgot what we say was next.
I don't remember.
Okay.
The
You're supposed to know these. No, the Don Gato. The Don Gato was
Don
next.
Gato, that's right.
Yeah.
We need MLW to send us a Don Gato tequila.
I probably could get MLW to send us some,
I'm
actually.
certain that they could.
Yeah.
By the way, announced for SmackDown tonight, the interim women's title qualifier, Julia Lash Legend. Tag titles are on the line. The War Raiders take on Damian Priest and R-Truth. Punk and Cody Rhodes meet face to face to slap each other in the face with stuff. And Trick Williams and Baron Corbin have a thing. Micah Parsons will be in attendance. So there you go. If anyone wants their NFL integration there, it shall be.
I doubt Joel or SP3 will be doing this bit next Friday. That's up to them. But
yeah,
I'm not going to ask them to drink on air like I do.
I'm not much of a drinker, but maybe I'll drink something else.
You drink water every time.
Yeah, usually. Try to be.
Yeah, even if I showed up next Friday, I wouldn't be traveling with a bottle of Wheatley. So I'm not just going to go out and buy Wheatley just for this bit on Friday, especially. Well, I mean, I'd do it early in the afternoon, but I'm coming home on Saturday. So I'm, not going to get too hammered on Friday. The rest of the days now. I'm just kidding.
Valid. All right.
Double shot for next Friday.
Oof. No, you got stuff to do. SummerSlam weekend.
I mean, I never really have stuff to do.
That's fair.
Honestly. No double shot for me. No.
So saying next Friday, I want to hear what Joel did with his free Thursday. Yeah, that Friday show is going to be something.
Yeah, what are you doing next Thursday?
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows what next Friday show is going to look like? We'll do a 2-day review of AEW Dynamite.
I mean, we'll probably talk about TNA. Well, I'm not going to be here next Friday. I don't give a shit what you guys talk about.
Exactly. You just have to. Yeah, that's it. Who knows?
I don't care.
Maybe we'll watch TNA as a family for the bit.
That sounds terrible.
For 2 hours on this.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, no. Rob and Maggie are back today, by the way. They took a couple weeks off. Rob's also planning to go to SummerSlam this weekend, so I'm sure he'll have plenty to talk about. So, he's in the area, so for him to go, I think that's part of his plans. But regardless, go check them out. They are on this afternoon. I was reminded to tell people about that, and here I am doing that.
Tell him not to yell at you anymore.
He doesn't yell at me.
Oh, all right.
Rob
Everyone yells at me.
That's fair. He can yell at you all he wants.
Is it fair?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the last person people should yell at.
Well, I don't make the rules. I just abide by them.
All right.
Anything else before we get out of here?
Everyone, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the wrestling this weekend if that's what you're going to do with your life. I hope you have better things to do with your life. Inspect some titties certifiably. That's what I'm going to do with my weekend.
And don't forget, today is in fact your August 1 warning. That's right.
This year, August 1 warning. Bow.
This your warning shot.
I was thinking the same thing.
Play the Osprey one.
This your warning shot. Bro.
So stupid. Oh God. SP3 and I are back on Monday on Main. Tonight on Main, it's Cresta and SP3. So SP3 you'll be seeing way too much for the next 2 weeks. So have fun with that.
SP3's everywhere. That man doesn't sleep.
He's fantastic. Bless him. I hope he's doing well, and we'll see him together on screen on Monday. But go and enjoy your weekends, folks. For Jeremy Lambert, you know who I am. You know who he is. Ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.